hot. I know. Yeah, most protected place on Earth. Been attacked 12 times this year. Sue me.
Yeah. Safe. Smile.
Exactly. Any safers in chat? But the Marid essentially hitchhiked on that pole of magic. When the water elemental came up, it sort of followed along with it. It drafted behind it, and that's how it was able to arrive. And there's your natural 20.
I just like the part where you say he came down a pole. I just stuck to that. Elemental strippers! Fuck!
Can I get fan art of Duba pole dancing, please? I'm going to file a request for that.
Duba Queen.
Duba cheeks. Okay, there's a hunter's mark on him. Spend that inspiration and go ahead and drop that spell in the chat.
I don't have any.
Yeah, you do.
It's okay.
You have
Oh,
one.
I do?
Yeah, you have one from chat. You can burn it.
Friendship.
Yeet.
Okay, so he has to succeed on a strength saving throw. He's a pretty strong guy.
Well,
Not
you know
one.
what?
Fuck it.
What if you don't?
Oh.
What if you don't?
She's the most powerful wizard in history.
I can't believe I'm using my last legendary resistance on a freaking level 2 spell.
Ariana's the goat.
Okay, legendary resistance.
Bargo here to smash things. Bargo gonna smash corn into pieces. Bargo have fork with lot of muscles.
Bargo have loose grasp of grammar.
Bargo went to fighting school. Not grammar school.
Fair enough.
Garnet, why does Merrick have authority over the tribes of Okarthal? How can he manipulate them?
DM question. What's the tribes of Carthel again?
The
That's
dragon
right.
tribes,
No.
the 10 dragon tribes.
Oh. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not very lore versed, okay?
No, that's fine, that's
20
fine.
Into, by the way.
By the way, Merrick's a dragon. One of it. Oh yeah, but dragon tribes.
Oh yeah, okay. The math is not mathing up right now.
So that's great. I honestly don't get to talk that often. People don't really get to hear what I have to say. And let me tell you, I got a lot to say. I got wouldn't even believe. I see a no one even pays attention to me. I'm just up in the trees doing my own thing. Except for Hootie. Hootie! Holy that dude. He got some that he wants to tell you. I'll tell you right now. Oh my gosh. That bird's got mouth on him. You think I'm like this? Oh my goodness. If looks could kill, that bird would be the most dangerous thing in this entire forest. My God.
You're underneath, wrench, screwdriver, acetylene torch, and you manage to disconnect. Now you're gonna have to get it over all these traps and pits and stuff. But on the other hand, you have a flying barbarian.
You have a flying.
Yep,
sword.
flying barbarian. Oh, that's exactly how we're going to implement the ballista, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I thought you were gonna attach it to the ship, but no.
No.
I
am
am
the ship, baby.
Oh yeah. Airstrike. Yeah, you're
We're gonna roll into Avernus, and we're not gonna actually have any kind of like doom buggy. We're all gonna be riding on top of just Crozet floating around riding a ballista.
How did you get a blimp? No, it's just a flying door.
Fly me close up. I want to hit them with my sword.
Who are we?
The companions of the Crimson Chain. All right.
Your last saving throw. With a third success, you are back up with 1 HP.
What will you do with it?
I cast sleep at 5th level.
You have more than 57 HP. Do you have more than 57 HP?
44.
get you.
But
That's
also,
right.
yeah.
You're on a bound. You're on a bound. Look, Ariana's out. Balvarex, please take care of her. We'll be taking Mason as payment.
He's
Yeah, like the-
collecting snacks already from the food hall for when she wakes up.
Thank you, Balvi. I'll owe you one.
Like as Garnet walks out the door, she'll just be like, "Yeah, we'll just say the drugs came from Balvi."
No. Basically going to stand up. No, Balvi, no. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. It's fine. We will not. No, won't happen. Won't happen. Garnet.
Yes, it's just down the hall.
Turns to Hathor, just how it's fine. Never mind. It's fine.
The only thing that you notice, Garnet, is just like little touches of frost, just the barest remnants of frost underneath where the books were.
Oh, nuh-uh. Wait, is this having Herald vibes of
No.
Frost origin?
No. This isn't black ice. This is not Agathissian ice.
You will forever pay for what you have done, Garnet. I will punish you with ice cream pies. What? This is amateur hour.
No, that was.
Give me a stroke over here. I'm seeing enough of this shit. I'm going to bed. Fuck this. I don't want to go to bed, actually. I don't want to do anything.
Okay, so Leg Day impersonates the boyfriend. Is that why they broke up?
Oh my god.
I'm thinking this is afterwards. Oh my
god.
Oh, I'm just putting it on the table. You don't have to go with it. I'm just putting it on the table.
I don't know if that would end up in being friends as much as being.
That's gonna derail the crap out of this game.
But is it though? Well, you know,
we're gonna turn absolute power into a dating sim.
You turn into a girl and bait him into doing something. So
I'll
we
just
end up
like, yeah.
bonding.
A loyalty test.
You loyalty test the ex-boyfriend.
Wait, what if I like? You know how they do this on TikTok?
Yeah,
Yes.
they set it up, and you guys are like in on it. And
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, describe this devil's fate at the claws of Slobber Chops.
He gets like whipped around, lands on his head, still like conscious and alive. Slobs just starts like going at his ass, just like and just disembowels him.
Oh! Like I imagine the camera pans away and you hear a sound like a wood chipper, and you just see gore spewing off to the side. It's like somewhat, discretionary shot, but everybody.
His legs are like.
And then Slobber Chops' face comes up into the screen, covered in gore, and it just does the one lick, the one like aggressive face lick. Yep.
I hate exactly what it is. I hate everything I stand for.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do better.
Perception. 22.
Oh,
all right. I'm gonna go ahead and simulate what happens here real quick.
Oh.
Ah, shiver me timbers!
Well, yeah.
Well, shit. Alright, I think it's time to go check on Deadeye then, eh?
Let's say Mia Hethil, because he's right in the middle of 3-player characters. So, him in particular.
I take it the burning didn't kill her.
Yeah, roll 1d10, but it's fire resistant, so.
Where is Mr. Reaction with a ward guy?
He used it. That shit's gone.
Oh, gone for forever?
Well, until his next long range. A long rest.
La 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 la. La la la.
Don't need no wards. We're dealing with these fucking idiots.
That should be one of your sub sounds on your channel.
That should be. Really should be.
Well, so much for my terrifying monster. Guess I'll just, die.
Pulls pin, throws pin.
All right, so your armor's broken. You're exerted. You're in the middle of a pile of enemies. It is now your side's turn. How would everybody like to act? Mr. Sir Thomas automatically moves over to Zone 8.
I need to keep taming, or
I'd
I'm
like
gonna
to
die.
use my turn to give an encourage advantage to Lemon with some inspiring bardic words.
All right. I don't think that is how this works, but it's a
It's
time-honored
bardic
tradition. So
inspiration.
yes,
What-
bardic
what else
inspiration.
can a fucking bard do?
Always bardic inspiration. It's always valid.
Tamer, you've got this. These wolves you'll dismiss. With treats and some kibble, you'll leave them remiss.
What?
You're gonna do great!
I had one thing
Mhm.
left to do, and now she's getting frustrated because this motherfucker not listening.
Mhm.
So, as like maybe blood is coming out of her nose or something from
Only a
the
little.
necrotic damage,
Mhm.
we'll just kind of start laughing, and we'll place the open book on her face like a mask, and say, "You will be alone just like me," in the exact word that Seosh said in that one time. Leaving you with a nice little cliffhanger.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
What's happening?
Okay. So I had some idea that you were going to do something, but I never thought for a moment about using the book as a Vox mask. I have no idea what that does. I have not.
I don't
the
know either.
Foggy.
I would like to sit on the saddle of the cavalier and misty step myself onto the horse.
Oh damn! That's what, you got that for your birthday.
What the actual are you doing?
I'm riding a horse.
I'm on a horse. You're on a Gracie horse, but you're on a horse.
I'm on a horse.
Okay, you teleport onto the fiend, this burning horse of evil, with the saddle, which wraps itself around. And according to the saddle of the cavalier, you can't be dismounted against your will, and attacks against it have disadvantage.
And I'm gonna talk to it in Infernal, because I know Infernal to try and have the horse be friends with me.
Great, now I have to roleplay a horse. Unless you have expertise or anything in art.
Okay, that's that's.
Not even Madorn can penetrate the deep.
Wait, does Evil Gang have one more inspiration?
I'm checking for Evil Gang inspiration. Please stand by.
Quan, used 2?
I have one left.
Okay.
I have one left for Quan.
One
So
left
I'm
for
going to count
Quan
this
or
for Evil Gang.
Okay,
Go ahead and
cool.
roll that again.
All right. Also, let's change the name to Alex. Just for. Wait, no way. What?
It was meant to be, Alexander.
Huh? Evil Gang just got their shit.
It just really be like that.
My God. Oh my God. Okay.
Holy fuck.
You won't tell anyone about the whole infernal shit, and we won't tell everyone you do drugs? Like, we all have an understanding that we're all keeping secrets, right?
Am I keeping secrets?
You are now.
Oh.
Snitches get stitches, or whatever.
So
Snitches
then
get
why
more
would
days slipped into
you
their food.
snitch then?
Yeah, no snitching.
No
I wasn't thinking about snitching.
Mason's never been extorted before.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. Sounds fun though. I've never done Mordain, but after Ariana died, I haven't been interested. So, but I trust you.
I didn't die.
Oh, you kind of crossed over a little bit, but it's fine. We got you back, buddy. Pass you back.
Waves the crypto boy's body. This one yours?
I'm Fiat.
Yeah, he's not the crypto boy.
Yes, that one's ours. You can just go ahead and leave him there.
Oh, okay. Drops him.
Also, disclaimer, chat. Also, not dead.
So, do I see both Crystal Pirate and Artificer?
Yes, and 4 ninjas.
Which one of you two is more important? Or who's the boss?
Crystal
Hey, who's
Pirate-
the biggest bully at school? Which one of you is it?
Crystal Pirate like
Walk right up
floats.
into my
He's,
secret base.
he's standing on
punch
this
my
like little
biggest-
crystal thing, and he's just floating there, looking at you with all these colorful crystals floating around him.
I guess I'm the majority share owner, so that would be me.
All right, I attack whoever said that. Who said that?
Well, we're magic users. We don't need a fucking sword to go through planes. We just wish our way there. We're spellcasters.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of the magical. I'm thinking of the stabby properties.
I don't have any stabby things, but
Yeah.
we could just blast them.
And my last stabby thing, I put in Mantra's mouth.
That, you know?
Good night, everybody.
How many?
Oh, the instant regret sentence.
The emotional roller coaster of this episode is breaking my brain. It doesn't do anything for you.
Oh.
Yep. Sorry. It doesn't stack
What?
to become immunity.
Okay.
They give
will
you one
it
anyways
to-
because like they don't necessarily know, but yeah, everybody now has one potion of necrotic resistance.
I'll just slide mine over to Athalor.
All right,
There you
you
go.
have 2 potions of necrotic resistance.
You got a lot of potions on you. You're the potion guy.
Potion
Thanks.
seller.
I didn't elect to become a potions guy, but hey, I'm not that magical anymore. So might as
Yeah,
well.
what else do you do? Am I right? So-
I'll carry the keg.
Got a celebration Gatorade that you can hose us with after.
Iron flask.
Pop a corn out.
Don't ever do that motion again.
Why?
Disadvantage.
So, what does the hungry dark feel like? Do you smell anything?
I don't know if it's what I'm smelling, but it often smells a little bit like baked goods.
Well, that sounds lovely.
That does not.
Like cinnamony?
Ariana, no.
It's called the hungry.
Not hungry for the food. Hungry for dark.
But it's weird that it smells like something good. If it's
Wait.
supposed to be bad.
Are you hungry dark affiliate too? Ariana?
Huh?
Because you smell food all the time.
But I'm just hungry. I don't think I'm dark.
They're on their way to find Sig, Ariana's tutor, the head of magical botany, and someone who had already been a vector for the Infernals in a previous incident. And if Unter Mialu, the library cat, would get off of my stream deck so I could run the show, that would be fantastic.
Oh, is it Athalor time? Let me at him. Let me at that.
Regards. Regards.
I'll kill that little.
All right.
Make a DC 21 dex save.
Cool.
Ooh, he's
Roll
bad at
12
those.
d10.
Yo.
Sheesh. Ah, cool.
Yo, that's me after eating a mild curry.
I know, it's coming out of his butt.
That's true. Wait. Flip it around. Flip me around.
Flip me around.
There we go.
Flip, there we go.
67 points of damage.
All right.
Ooh, addition.
Hunting horns, strength to the predators, woe to the prey. All right. That means somebody has to assert their dominance to gain an advantage. Whoever doesn't is we call that the Alexander bookmark.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
All right.
Got a stick at the book.
Thank you for ruining the subtlety of that entire moment. Just flat out saying it.
I remember leg day saying it. It's just so funny.
Oh god,
To
editing
clear the
that.
air. There's
So funny.
no dick in the book. Just to clear the
I
air.
mean, he
No-
has
no
his
dick
back.
in the book.
Well,
Just
he's-
two
he's
vague,
got the book back.
sweaty stains.
walk into Alex's area. It's gonna be.
No wonder he went
God.
and stole it.
Yeah, I needed it back.
Lemon Kiwi, I noticed something freaking ridiculous about Una.
What?
Under the familiar section, it talks about how, while the two of you are bonded, you can sense what it senses as long as you're within a mile of each other, right?
Right.
When Una's within 10 feet of you, you gain the benefits of magic resistance. You have advantage on all saving throws against spells and magical effects whenever Una's within 10 feet of you.
Oh, that's broken.
1 year later! Reading comprehension 20 inch, by the way. Holds him like a special.
This is my special magical resistance pet.
The power of bird compel.
And why is Garnet upset?
Because I'm gonna die alone out of the lore.
Don't you have like an arranged marriage?
No, that doesn't count.
Wait, you have an arranged marriage?
I'm in no such relationship that's been null and voided. The terms of the contract are canceled. I'm gonna be alone.
They're assassins. They're basically ninjas, you know? Dexterity is what they're good at. That said, they don't have evasion. They all take the damage in the face. They're all significantly weakened. And you blow a hole in the side of the tent, and Untermaler is going to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oops. He's
oh, these
fine.
damn kids and their fireballs.
He's fine.
Back in my day, you did 5 minutes of trigonometry to make sure no one was in the blast radius.
Well, you guys didn't teach me that. I was born this way, so.
Garnet said like high fiving. Yes, slay, queen.
Yeah, slay. Actually, slay them.
All right. So he's just standing there minding his own goddamn business when a giant fireball goes off and singes him for 21 points of damage.
What about Una?
What about it? What about him?
You think we could get drunk?
My familiar drunk?
Maybe. So I'm just contemplating all the possibilities.
So you have a horn that gets you drunk?
Yeah, we should. Well, stares at DM. Just as their other plans.
About those plans you had, I hope you've got a good drunk Una voice.
Look, it's up to you to just go for it. Underage drinking, why
I'm
not?
mostly kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
Do minor illusion and create a top hat, milady. Just like just walk 10 feet away and then
You need her.
She's so angry.
If you ever milady me, I will punch you in the face.
You'd have to be a lady first for me to milady you.
Excuse me?
Nothing, Grandmaster. I would never dream of disrespecting you in that way.
If you allow it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Since I'm falling with the horse,
Mhm.
and the horse is a horse
Of course,
of riding capacity,
Mhm.
can I use my reaction to jump, since I'm mid falling, jump off the horse onto the carpet, but using physics, since I'm jumping and using force to jump off the horse, it would
Mhm.
now accelerate the horse towards the mirror and maybe cause a crack or shatter?
Roll an
Horse
acrobatics
bomb.
check to make the jump.
Oh fuck. I'm in danger.
Can I make a dexterity check to catch her, please?
Use your reaction and make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Sorry, mate. It's fake.
The Gamers and gentle gamers, welcome to Book of Dawn Ioth Academy. Tormented by Gnomes, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master here, joined just by Lemon, Kiwi, and Leg Day. Legs, how are things?
Oh, not too bad. I finally had a day where I was winning some games. That had to happen eventually. Statistically, it was in my favor.
You're about like a 0.6 instead of a 0.4? All right.
Oh, yeah.
We take those. Lemon, what's going on? How you be?
Not much. I forgot what happened, and you got me a list of Voidborns that I'm reading now, and we got some. Oh, and I leveled this time, guys.
Yay!
So I have things.
Guess who remembered?
Not the slowest one in the class anymore.
Let's go. 20 int, by the way.
Slow kid.
20 ints, by the way. Yeah.
Okay. The reason that you don't remember what happened in the last episode is because we did a lot of stuff, but it wasn't a big cinematic action scene or like gripping emotional scene. It was just a lot of stuff happened. Namely, you used the orb and you scryed on Lola Waxcackle in her giant clay pot that she's living in. You discover that she is raising a small army of redcaps and that she has some sort of plan against the school. You also got a rough approximate location on where she is. The Academy is also planning to send all of you to Saparziku at some point, not to stand trial because they don't have any authority, but just to go like participate in the talks to try to settle down the fact that you maybe kind of sort of killed one of their gods. There was one other thing. Right, the fairy games. Because you refused to play along with Morco, which, like, I'm not blaming you for. It was kind of, you were kind of being, you know, railroaded. And you decided to not be railroaded. But he didn't like that.
Rode my rails, damn it.
Exactly. So in order to avoid a potential war between Ioth Academy and one or more Fey courts, the Fairy courts have decided to make this a matter of fulfilling 4 incredibly difficult quests, one in each of the 4 kingdoms. And then Untelmamaler was like, okay, sure, but what if instead we capture Morco the Bear King?
Finally, we're on the same page.
Not to kill him, but just to be like...
Plus rep with Garnet.
Handshake emoji. Untelmamaler. I'll compromise and not kill him, but we should deal with him.
His whole idea, his justification is that Morco, his sort of 3 things aside from bears, is family, loyalty, strength, family.
God damn it.
Loyalty, strength, and merriment, like joy. So if you capture him, you'll be able to say, we beat you. Fair and okay, it wasn't fair and square, but we still beat you. And therefore we declare victory. And he's like, and the goal is to beat him in a way where he's like, yeah, you got me. I mean, that's fair.
Ooh.
Even if it's unfair.
We're going to have to figure out some like heist-esque mechanics.
Exactly. So abducting an Archfey is one of the things on the agenda.
Level 7, by the way.
you're a full like 2-3 levels higher than when you killed your first god. So
hell yeah.
It's been a busy year.
God's a strong word for him.
God with a very, very, very small g.
Lowercase gods.
All right. The current date is... Oh, and also Inaros is marching down to assist Naramu. There's all sorts of like stuff is going on outside, far away from the academy. The Iron Empire is on its bullshit. There's a war happening. All kinds of stuff. It is the 16th day of Clayvest, the 7th month, and the 1st month of autumn. You're halfway through. And a lot has happened. You've spent some time training. You've spent some time leveling up. Garnet, you've still been practicing with Master L now. Athalor, you've been you've been studying with Master Miahethil. And at that exact moment, at some point during this time, the diplomat's pouch that you were granted shifts as a new letter arrives.
Oh, a new letter.
It is in a
Blue's
moment.
Clues mail time.
It is in a moment when you are alone. Well, you can set the scene when it happens. There's no specific. I'm going to DM this to you.
Oh, okay. I guess that statistically it probably happened when Athalor's with Mia Hairthil.
Mm-hmm.
But Athalor probably is going to confer with Garnet first.
Okay.
As at the moment, it feels like the Crimson Council could be anyone around Underrood.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So once he descends from a Tower of Abjuration after the lesson's over, kind of like just gingerly knock on Garnet's door and see if she's in at the moment.
Hello? Opens the door.
Hey, it's me. New mail for me, but I thought maybe.
Congrats.
Thanks. It's very popular, you know.
Oh, from the Crimson Council?
Yeah, from the Crimson Council. Real popular with enigmatic dark cabals. So that's a win for me. You wanna have a read?
Gestures for him to enter if he wants, or I don't know where you want it. Do you want to open it here, or?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Odds are, if a room is bugged, more likely to be my room than yours. If they're interested in that.
Closes the door behind us. we're hated equally, but go on.
Just by different people, you know. We engage in a variety of people who hate us.
Okay.
Right. I pulls out the scroll, unfurls it. Dear Athalor and Underwood, we deeply appreciate your prompt and encouraging response. Your solidarity in these trying times is a beacon of hope amidst the shadows of uncertainty. The threats posed by Defraxis and Ioth weigh heavily upon Underwood. Our foremost priority remains the safeguarding of our people and the preservation of our realm's reputation amidst the complex political landscape. In response to these challenges, we have taken proactive measures to bolster Underwood's standing. We are actively engaging in diplomatic efforts to forge alliances, including providing magical aid to neighboring kingdoms and forming trade pacts with the witches. The witches? Additionally, we are committed to supporting those who stand against the Infernals and their allies. Regrettably, our efforts to locate your uncle and father have been met with formidable obstacles, hindering our progress in uncovering the truth behind their disappearance. Recognizing the need for decisive leadership, we propose that you assume the role of interim leader with the authority to appoint impartial wisdom to the Crimson Council. During your absence, our council will serve as regent, offering support and guidance as necessary. We eagerly await your direction and stand ready to lend our support in achieving our shared objectives. In unity and determination, the Crimson Council. Interim leader.
So you got promoted to leader to a cult you haven't met?
Yeah. How would I even delegate responsibilities if I don't know who's on this council?
Great question.
Do you want to pump up the text for everyone now so that
let me do that.
Can see?
And while I do that, I would like you to make an intelligence let's do an intelligence check, please.
Okay. Boom, intelligence. Oh, I'm not in the right in 3D dice room. I'm coming 3D dice. Let me in. A 12, but I will show off the 3D dice while we're rolling.
This is hard. This is a hard read with the gray.
I know, I'm trying to fix it. Give me a sec.
3D dice.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we talk to... well, first of all, I know your opinion. What do you think?
I don't know, Mr. President. What do you think?
Roll an intelligence check for me as well, please, Garnet.
Fuck you, princess.
Okay, King, President, guy.
They are not asking you. They're not asking Athalor to be interim leader of the Crimson Council. They are suggesting he be interim leader of the Onderud Refuge.
Oh, kind of reads it over again. This is not for the cult. This is for your refuge.
Underood. Why would?
Don't you think it's a little disrespectful to do until we actually speak to your father to take his place? You maybe have to hash some beef, you know?
Yeah, just a quiet coup of my father. And how do you make a coup look successful? By installing someone who people might think is a rightful heir, and then control them from behind the scenes.
You guys don't have like vice presidents or co.
It's mostly just a council.
Oh.
The Kothramoy, and I assume that they've been just doing regency like this as you'd expect, but maybe they're starting to encounter problems with legitimacy with with like a popular vote or something, and maybe they're trying to farm out some manner of that legitimacy by installing me as some kind of figurehead that would give them full control.
I don't know why they can't just do kind of like a democratic system where they all just vote on decisions until your dad gets back.
Yeah, maybe they are amongst themselves, but people don't believe in the authority. Can I do a history check here, Gnomes?
Yeah, with advantage, and I'm going to give you something. You were raised in government.
For the minutia of governance in Onderud, 23, 19 on the die.
All right. So the council has multiple different roles. Kind of like how Brontha has a marshal and a warden and a general and a magister, a spy master. Members of the Kothramori fulfill these different roles. Or the council can vote and agree to appoint somebody who's not one of them to one of those roles. Since it's primarily a magocracy, if they decide, yeah, we're the most powerful, smartest mages, but like really the head of the economy should be like somebody who's doing economy stuff, not one of us, they can vote to appoint somebody to that position. So, in the absence of the Kothramori Moor, the government is mostly still functional. It's always been designed to be functional, especially since they have to basically appoint somebody new after the last Kothramori Moor dies or retires or goes missing or commits treachery or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. So the Kothramori Moor is primarily a strategic and charismatic leader. They are supposed to be the person who's best at balancing the gyre, but but that's like technical. Really, they're the person who's supposed to be like, everyone says, oh yeah, that person's great, I believe in that person. They sort of set the agenda for the council. They have veto rights. They have some stronger rights as that leadership position. It's not a symbolic role because they do have legal rights, but it is a important symbolic role as well.
Okay, so kind of like how we did the monarchy in England. There's some legislative power there, but not very exercised.
I'd say it's somewhere between that and prime minister, where like they still need the council to back them in things, but there are some overrides they have. There are some specific rights that they have, so on and so forth. And again, they set the agenda.
I'm just trying to think if there's much I could realistically achieve while in that position. Maybe I could have Onderud supply more arms to Brontha, and that might help in the fight against the Naramu. Certainly could maybe apply some pressure to some of the priest kingdoms like Sapar Ziku. And it would afford us maybe more protection in their attempts to interrogate us there. Maybe we should talk to Elnau and Tamala, see what they think. I should tell my mum as well. I need to find a sending scroll for that.
She puts a hand on your hand and says, you don't have to figure it out all at once. You can just make sure your place doesn't burn to the ground until we figure out what's going on with your dad. And I think, personally, the first person we should talk to is your mom, who we haven't really spoken to since the whole thing went down. And especially with this letter, I think her opinion matters a lot, right?
You're right. Thanks. Yeah, sending scroll. Let's talk to Mum. Athalor kind of stands up and makes a move to go to wherever they usually inventory sending scrolls from.
Can I analyze the letter while he's gone for that? Analyze the letter with my tools of writing calligraphers to see if... Can I tell if maybe a woman or a man wrote this based on the writing or any other information to decipher from it? Like, was it written in stress or not?
Roll a calligraphy tools check.
With intelligence?
Yes.
This is CSI handwriting.
Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna spend a luck die on that. That's so lame, actually.
Lovely. You have destroyed the letter.
Written on paper.
Okay. This information could be fairly buried. Give me a moment here.
We're going through multiple levels of CSI.
Exactly.
And you can write your sending as the
Thank you. I was about to suggest that.
That's a great thing for me to try and do. Mum got letter from Crimson Council. They want me to be regent. No. They want me to be interim leader. Have you heard from Dad? What do you think? Love you. That's 25. I think. I'm bad at counting.
Okay, let's see. Valor, love you. Glad you're well. Would like to come see you. I'll make the arrangements. ASAP.
And Athalor comes back in to, like, garnet over the letter, I assume. Mum wants to come here.
Okay. I should let Elnau know so that we can make arrangements. Make sure she's greeted well.
Yeah, that's... Do I know if my mother has ever... They ever been to Ioth Academy when I was here? Do they attend at all?
Mm-mm. Where is the information for your mother?
And someone wrote this letter as well. We are making you go deep into the archives.
Yeah, in the meantime, I'll send Elnau a heads up about this. And I guess comparing the last, because I also analyzed the last letter. So maybe to compare also if it's the same author.
All right. A couple of things that are all in the deep archives that are going to take me a moment. I apologize. Okay, Nivara Cassel Tenera. No, she was born and raised in Onderud. member of a very important, powerful artificing guild, got all of her education on site as part of the Castle Tenera tradition. All right. Now let me get back to those other two questions. Do-do-do. Fracking fruit did I store all of that? Okay. It will be faster for me to tell you. It will be faster for me to tell you who wrote if the two were written in the same hand.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a moment to review that. This new letter versus scrolling.
This happens when I don't reply to a letter for about 3 weeks.
While I'm doing this, are you like bringing the whole letter to Elnau's attention? Are you just giving her the gist of it?
Just like
yeah. Oh no, you're messaging Elnau to tell her.
yeah, I have the sending stone for her, so just letting her know that your mom was gonna pay a visit and that we should have arrangements to greet her well, and she's here to visit Athlor, and that's all I was planning on saying.
Okay.
I can go. Story.
I can go ahead and tell you that the two letters were written with different hands.
Okay.
Crimson Council. Still think that's such a weird name for an Underudi guild.
It's not in the palette at all.
Why, you guys don't like the color red?
Oh, I don't know if we dislike red, but we're certainly much more blue-pilled, as it were. Lots of blue, lots of silver.
Oh, there you are, you son of a bitch.
Found you. I've got you now.
You now. Like I said, going into the deep archives, thank you for your patience.
The forbidden law must be uncovered.
Okay, so the two were written in different hands. And what'd you get on your check?
14.
Okay. This is a strong, even hand. Elvish for sure. You would say that this is someone who knows how to fight.
I was like looking at the two letters and well, they don't have the same person writing these. But this one knows how to fight.
Might be a council, a fighter.
He seems aggressive in his writing.
Interesting. The de facto rulers of Underwood is more of a majocracy, not so many kind of classically strong hands as mentally strong hands. What would I know about who's the highest ranking grug person in Underwood?
A grug person, to use the technical terms. Okay. General.
I'm sending you deeper into the archives.
Hey, you know what? I wrote all this crap. I get to deal with it. General Salin Miamer.
Okay. Close to a family?
War Mage in Chief. They're in the On Miamer family, which is one of the 4 big families of the refuge. I don't think they're the ones. Yeah, the Lewins are the ones who are your traditional family rivals. The Miamer family, they do tend to be more martial.
Mm-hmm. And livery. Any red?
Nope.
Okay. I guess that would have been too obvious. Interesting. Okay. Do you think I should show this whole letter to Elna, or does she have enough on her plate?
Maybe family matters should stay within the family. We've already caused enough political trouble. But, I mean, if you think Elna should know or you need Ioth's assistance.
Roll a check to analyze the first letter. You had it in hand, so I think that's fair.
Ooh. You're...
Large number? Yeah, 25. Large number. Okay.
This was written by Uzul the Destroyer.
Oh, fuck.
Despair's Herald. That was a joke. Okay. Govern. Okay. Very skilled, careful, deft hand. Definitely a different hand. But highly dexterous. Roll an insight. You got 25, right? Roll an insight check for me, please.
Any cutesiness that would tell me it's a girl? Or is it that shitty chicken scratch man writing?
They do their eyes with hearts.
Come on, we all know girls writing is bubblier. Come on.
Alfar are way more wibbly wobbly when it comes to that kind of stuff. You got
dots his eyes with hearts.
Okay, you would say someone, a craft person. If one is somebody who knows how to fight, not like and it's elven style fighting, right? So it's about dexterity, more like a fencer than a hit you with big stick. This person is somebody who does like very, very fine-tuned work, some sort of craftsperson.
Is one of the big four families about crafting?
I mean, your mom's family is Castle Tenera. But the thing is, like, you're gonna find there's gonna be crafters amongst all of them. You know, there's gonna be some bleed over between the different groups. But of the families, the Castle Tenera family, they are the most powerful, and they've earned their place. They're not the most powerful family, but they've earned their place because they own many of the forges, workshops, and artificing. Like they have. The Castle Tenera mark is found on a lot of magical equipment that is shipped out from Onderud. They're heavily involved in that economic output. Lewin, they're descended from wood elves, actually. A family of wood elves.
Right?
Yeah, they have a lot of sorceress. And even though they have wizards, they tend to have a lot of inherent magical talent. On Onderud, wizards, abjurers, traditionally, and Miamer, I don't think I made an article about them, but I know I made a note somewhere.
God,
they're not the Hufflepuff.
Bother you that there's... how do you feel about King Partha... what's his face?
Parthenos.
Parthenos, that's the one. It's always the freaking Skyrim dragon in my head. Parthenax! The slayer of elves, men, and dwarves. How do you feel about King Parthenos?
Go ahead. I'll come to you afterwards.
I'm not sure how threatened I should feel right now.
How do I feel about the king? What?
I mean, being where I imagine some people would rather you be sitting.
Kind of looks around. There are cameras here. You don't have this room bugged, do you?
Me?
I mean...
Oh yeah, I've
All
been a
in due
Bronson agent this entire time, Your Majesty.
All in due time. All in due time. I have studies to finish, but I think if we're not in a position of power, we can always influence the ones that are to make the right decisions. And if they are not suited to rule, then they will not. It's as simple as that. Nature will correct itself.
So maybe I shouldn't be in a rush to claim that seat.
I think your dad has a lot of things to be upset at you for with the whole uncle situation, and maybe being quick to jump into his spot. I don't know how that may come off. It could be, hey, thanks for, keeping the place tidy while I'm gone. It could also be, are you trying to get rid of me so that you could be in this position? I would just be careful.
Athol like looks at Garnet like with understanding for a while, and then takes out a piece of paper and quickly jots down, "Coup won't help father-son relationship."
She's like trying to be careful to just like not give the attention to his situation and not give her maybe honest to God thoughts about the king and what she wants to do in that future. But wait, what really matters is what your mom thinks. And if she thinks this would be good for you to do and for the realm, then we listen to her.
I think you're right. My mother will have a better understanding of life in the court of Underwood right now. I've been here and I've been distracted by more important things.
Well, puts down the sending stone from she just used for now. Let's what is your mom like? Tea, snacks, warm food? We should prepare something nice for her.
I don't know how soon she's coming. Memory check, wine? Thor's mom
Wine.
seems like a classy bitch.
She works with her hands, so she enjoys both. But like she's an elf who works with her hands, right? So mostly wine, very nice ales.
Wines? Plenty of wines in so many of those Brontham visits. She's gonna judge my taste.
It's fine. Kind of opens up her wallet and looks at yours. We got plenty of money to get some nice bottles.
Well, we do, yes. I was did you? It's a weird tangent. Those trials that the Fae wanted to do, they wanted to send us to the Sky Guy's garden. And I feel like that might be a move to just get us into the garden of the big man when the big man is very angry at us.
Well, it'd save us the trip, but yeah, I've got better things to do.
We do. How do you feel about the snatch and grab?
Of who?
Well, we've got multiple
Of
snatch
what?
and grabs.
Maybe
don't
not
we?
just kidnapping, but what are we snatching item-wise, right? The people?
Yeah, there's something from Big Boy's Garden, those 2 red caps, the big bear, elemental power. Let's keep it simple. Do you think we could grab the red caps? Find out what that witch is doing?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wonder who the witches are. Would I know who the witches are?
Are witches compared to hags, or are they
History,
completely
please. Arcana. History for you, Arcana for you.
Oh, that's not advantage. But that's okay.
Well, you got a 10. You're destined for that 10.
Yeah, that's a 10 of destiny right there.
Okay. And you're in Untermaller's class?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not help.
You would be at least aware of the existence of the Witch Queens of Honoram, who are, I'll go ahead and do an abduction real quick. Way up here.
Court visit.
Actually, that didn't teleport. You did it way up here.
Oh.
So Onderud is here.
A cool 1.4 thousand kilometers away.
Mhm.
4 miles.
Yeah. Freedom units.
And I'm guessing Mount Zarzith over there is a infernal dominion?
No, actually.
That'd be the first.
Was that
red
15
ball
the
that
arcana you rolled regarding witches?
Yeah.
Okay. So witchcraft, aside from being a word used to describe magic by people who are just not magically educated, witchcraft lies somewhere between sorcery and druidry. It is a form of magic usually practiced by invoking the forces of nature and various different fae. But whereas druids like worship and call upon nature and develop this connection to nature as its servants, witches are more like, I know the names of these spirits who will help me if I perform these rites. Witchcraft is an incredibly varied discipline. It's found almost all over the world. You won't see much of it at Ioth Academy just because they prefer a much more like rigorous academic approach. But there are many, many, many different traditions of witchcraft, ranging from like blood magic to healing and purely beneficial like green magic. There's also some witches are accursed witches, where instead of necessarily knowing all these rites, they have been placed under a powerful curse, but that curse actually inadvertently granted them magical abilities as well. They tend to be more like they have to figure out how to deal with the power that they have, whereas others might be like brought up in a tradition of witchcraft. So witchcraft is not necessarily good or evil. It's a different, it calls one the same energy types, but it's a different practice, a different tradition. Anaram, all you know with your 10 in history is that Anaram is ruled by the witch queens of Anaram.
Okay. In terms of geopolitics, do I know if any of these neighboring nations are infernal aligned?
Look to Anaram or to Onderud?
One's bordering Anaram.
All right. Snorheim, Frost Giants. Angren, across the ocean, one of the Wood Elf queendoms of the Connacht Vale, ruled by the Winter Queen. Valgyrt province here is part of the Iron Empire, but it doesn't directly contact Anaram's territory. These ice-capped mountains make a pretty nice barrier. Zanunisal is ruled by the Dragon Emperor, Dar Ibershan, of Mount Zarzith. You can do history or religion to see if you know anything more about that. Taranat is a series of alpine valleys ruled over by various princes and warlords. It's not really a unified nation. It's like prince this, prince that, prince this, prince that.
So when is your mom visiting?
That's a great question.
It depends on how long this episode lasts. Because if it's next episode, I have more time to prep. If it's this episode, then, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Well,
She has
do other stuff. If you need time, then we can say she visits in a day, whatever.
Yeah,
but...
I think it's going to be in a couple of days. And there's a reason for that. Give me an insight check, please, Athalor.
She's got to finish visiting her other family first.
20.
Her side piece.
She was extremely non-forthcoming in her response, indicating that she did not want to transmit more information. We'll come to your own conclusions or roll an intelligence check or both.
Why not both? See if we've got any on the go. Ooh, 18.
Okay.
She might be under surveillance.
Yes. I mean, if you recall, your father was deposed from rule temporarily on medical leave after the incident with the Battle of Onderud and your uncle. The answer that she gave very clearly indicated she wants to talk to you in Ioth Academy, surrounded by 1 million levels of private sanctum spells that are not in Onderud.
Have you ever gotten a letter from your mom?
Yeah.
Can I compare the writing of that letter to the crafty letter?
Yeah, roll it.
See if it's the same. Okay.
I can also show her Hadorai's handwriting, as I've got a desk full of letters from parents over 5 years of schooling.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Hot diggity dog.
I'm fucking zooming in Hans.
It's not her. With the 27, it's not her.
It ain't her.
Well. Give me a sec. There's a little more nuance to this. First off, it ain't her.
27, they're different.
No, I'm trying to give you some more here. Yeah, this I think pushes the boundaries of modern forensic science and actual believability, but this is a magical world and you rolled a 27. I would say similar. But definitely not
Do
the
you
same.
think the way she did the T kind of shoves the letters in Athlor's face and starts going FBI invest? Do you think the way she this person crosses their T's and like dots the I's and does the C kind of this way where the pen ends and does a stroke here, but it's very aggressive on this Like, do you think your mom writes like this?
Maybe. Is the one that's similar to, is that the crafts
Yeah,
person?
crafty
Yes.
one with your mom's thing.
Or maybe part of the same family? Do I know if that family has its own educational institutes?
No, they don't have their own school. They more have they have guilds. There's multiple different crafting guilds in there, and guilds tend
But
to
it's
take
not like a school where like you'd learn a special kind of cursive.
right. Did I write about Onderud's education? I don't think I did.
We're really testing. What have you done about Underwood's cursive system, Gnomes?
Oh my God.
Building. Are you lazy?
So Onderud provides education to basically public school education to everyone, but it's not usually necessary, especially in the big four houses, because they train their own. They have tutors. They'll send everyone to class, but it's like a really small class in somebody's mansion, right? Or within their guild. You would say odds are decent that your mother and this author learned from the same tradition or in the same school.
This could also be her. Or do you think does she have a
Similar?
brother? Like a classmate?
Do I have uncles, aunts?
I
do.
you just
I
ask
do have an
her.
aunt, right?
You can just ask her when she gets here, I guess.
I'm true, but you are doing fantastically at this. That's very impressive. They both look like just nurses to me.
Thanks. I also learned something else. I got a new friend. You want to see?
Do you say a new friend?
Uh-huh. A real one. Sort of.
A real friend? Wow.
Shut
This has been a big week for you.
Pops out like Una in cat form, and then we'll summon her new hound that you can't see. Ta-da!
It is. Your new friend is Air?
No, it's a dog. You see him?
Did you specify a password?
Not yet. It's my first time casting it.
Do I hear it?
Shut up. He's good. Shut up.
Is there any means of like perceiving into? Can I hear it? Can I see it?
I believe it doesn't say you can't hear. It says you can't see, but it doesn't say you can't hear.
You made friends with how many invisible dogs are there in this school?
Just this one. Okay.
Good boy.
What should I make the password?
Can anyone give the password or only you?
Oh, I need to think of a password so he stops barking. And you say the password and then he stops barking.
Oh, okay.
Something elvish for ballsack or something. I don't know.
I was gonna say emosis.
Emosis. There. Now, okay, you said it. Okay.
Oh.
Good boy. He just pets him. But this guy can see into the ethereal plane. So if we get any visits from Elizran. You know, maybe he'll give us a heads up.
Oh, okay.
And invisible creatures.
Does it live on the ethereal plane?
Uh,
I can see invisible creatures. Oh, that's actually incredibly helpful.
So, and then maybe I imagine Una and the Hound are gonna hiss or bark at each other because Una didn't say the password. So they're
perceive nothing.
What is going on? Bork. Heck.
For now, it's good boy, I guess.
Yeah. Very good boy. I'm terrible at naming things.
What do you want to do now?
El now
Now
gets
that I have
back
a
to
good
you.
boy. Oh shit.
Oh.
Unless there's something else you want to do right now. That's like the next plot event,
yeah.
you know, click on the next plot event to continue, right?
Yeah.
Noir 3.
Elna's gonna send for you. But she's willing to she's gonna call you all the way up to the spire, sorry. Upon arriving, she's in the meeting room, the war room. Not the actual war room, because they have an actual war room, but the conference room that you've been using with the sage and everyone else to just deal with the ongoing crises. Sitting there is an unfamiliar elf. She has hair in sort of mostly auburn, but with some shades of very bright red and some shades of gold. She has brilliant orange eyes. Athalor, you would recognize her as an Eladrin. Not like her personally, but you would recognize her as a Alfar with Eladrin blood. And
With the Eladrin again?
They are elves, but they're more fey and they're connected to the seasons.
Oh, okay. So this is like an autumnal elf.
Exactly. An autumnal elf. And actually, both of you would recognize the clothes that she's wearing. You haven't seen them in ages. She's wearing the same clothes that Ariana used to wear from the Lasser refuge.
Visitor from I thought all kind of like does a like upper body bow a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pleasure to see one from the refuge.
Let's see. She smiles, and you can see that she has a drinking horn in her hand with some of the forbidden cider. Some of Elnau's cider.
Oh. Can I do an insight check on the mood in this room? Are they old friends?
Are they
Go for
lovers?
Are they lovers?
You can both roll insight checks.
17.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Okay. No, you are not detecting any romantic energy in the air.
Okay,
Elnau actually
congeniality
seems
is formal rather than familiar.
The newcomer is friendly and immediately familiar. Elnau is formal.
Gotcha. Okay. She's very comfortable. Elnau is working.
Exactly. Athalor, Garnet. This is Nelirin na Eldrasar, our new master of divination.
Oh.
Congratulations! Goes up to just informally but somewhat formally in her way, just give her a handshake. Congratulations and welcome. Have we seen her here before?
She is a teacher at the academy. She is part of the, but she doesn't teach undergrads. She's like in the Tower of Divination the whole time. So you may have seen her, but you've never had like a conversation with her. She doesn't walk around the ring all the time. But she takes your hand with a bright smile. She's very, very happy for it.
It's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
I've heard a lot about you too.
In a good way?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry
Claire
for
said,
the loss of Red Knob.
Renop was a good man. He led us well for a long time, and I hope to push back against the veil that enveloped him.
The veil.
So they're drinking wine, right?
She's drinking wine. Well, she's drinking cider. Elnau is not drinking.
We'll take Elnau's glass and pour herself one. And
She's like very eagerly will go ahead and go in for the cheers. Oh, are you wearing your blue robes, by the way?
I'm guessing we're in our school uniforms, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't seem, the fact that you're, not mages does not seem to bother her at all. She's just like super, Elnau clears her throat. Not at you, at her.
She's from Mr. Schneebly. She's School of Rock substitute teacher.
She's schmoozing already. She's like, I just learned this new divination spell. Do you want to see it? Kind of like opens up an invisible book that she can't see. Arcane Eye. Oh my god, and it starts describing what it is, but not in a mansplaining way. But it's just like, oh, I did this and it did that.
Right. As an excited. She is very eager to talk about that. Elnau, however, is not. And after like a moment or two,
don't give a shit about your arcane eye.
So Nellorin has already been working with the resources that she has claimed as the new master of the Tower of Divination. And we have something to show you.
Oh, that's good. I hope so.
Nellorin says, do you have Red Knob's orb?
Yes. Oh, I'm wanted into it though. I do. Pulls it out of a rather bulbous pouch. As storing an orb is not too easy when you don't have the whole of storing.
Great.
There you go.
Perfect. You were looking for this hag in the mountains.
Yes.
I want you to focus on her for the next 10 minutes, all right? I want you to bring up that vision. Because the flyer has told me where she is. And with those two together, I think we
told me?
Yes. Well, me, not you, I assume.
Who am I to doubt? What's the name of the hag again?
Lola Waxcackle.
Oh, yeah.
Lola Waxcackle. Okay. I focus in on Lola Waxcackle.
All right.
And stare into the orb.
While he does like the 10-minute thing, it's just gonna go back to schmoozing. Every time Elna tries to go to like professional talk, she'll be like, so do you know Ariana? You dress a lot like her.
I cast network at level 4.
Got any spots open in your div classes?
I
That's
heard
the Ariana thing first.
So she has heard of Ariana, but was already teaching at the academy when Ariana arrived at the refuge as a foundling. So didn't know her growing up, really. Damn it, what was I about to look up? Oh, curriculum. Because divination class is in year 6.
But with a special pass. What the fuck?
Yeah, she doesn't teach it. Some other schmuck teaches it at your level. She's the she teaches, like, she's in charge of the entire she's the dean of divination.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, this is even better for networking.
Exactly.
You're right. You're right.
Roll a persuasion check to schmooze.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Just abstracting the next 10 minutes of schmoozing.
Ooh.
Okay.
We kiss on the mouth. Guys, I'm done pottery. What the fuck?
The hell are you doing?
Staring into the orb as well, just trying not to look at you two.
Her wings are just like isolating. Focus, Apple, or focus. All right.
She's blocking.
Boing. There she is.
Oh. I see her. In the mountains.
And not only that, you see more. In a moment. As soon as I fix this.
Caps.
You as soon as I turn off the lighting, you should you'll probably recognize this one. Legs.
It's getting clearer. Oh my.
Rats. Ew.
Corpses hang from trees. Blood spills out from the jaws of an enormous, the bony jaws of an enormous dead beast, under which is nestled the giant clay pot. Blood that flows down as the Redcaps eagerly dip their hats in it and splash in it like children in rain puddles. Rats crawl, huge rats, the size of like dogs, crawl around, gnawing on bodies and piles of filth and garbage. Swarms of rats creep around, fighting over things. There's a lot of Redcaps. There's a lot. This is not all the Redcaps. This is just the ones near the lair. There's more than this. And there's a lot of bodies hanging from trees and probably being stomped inside the actual place. And Garnet, now that the vision has coalesced, you're able to see it as well.
There are dozens. There are a legion. Redcaps, rats, blood, corpses. They've found so many from around here. They're bathing in the blood. They feel
Nicely
ready.
grouped up for a fireball. I don't know how to cast that. I was relying on you for that. What, are we not blowing them up? Oh.
I thought it was kind of a Gabe looking into the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see the location of the hag herself?
Yes. Let me go ahead and shift the vision here for you. Do I have an orb? I should really make an orb like character. Like in the journal, there should be an orb that I can grab that has vision for all of you. You know?
Orb.
Yeah, the orb of pondering.
Orb.
Just an object that has vision set up so that you can all see it. I can use it as a scrying sensor.
Useful.
Yeah, I should really set that up. All right, stand by for orbitude.
Just got to add a quick orb character.
Yeah, just a little orbage here.
Oh my goodness, there are so many. We only had 2 before. How long's it been? 24 hours?
There were only 2 with her at that moment.
This is not the familiar candle making place.
Oh, it is. It's the pot, the pot has moved.
Oh, that pot in the middle was the
It was in a
room.
different. Yeah, she's making candles inside the floating pot. Boink.
Okay.
This should really be rotated 90 degree, or yeah, it should really be rotated counterclockwise to point downwards.
Mm-hmm.
This is the interior of the pot. She is currently alone in here, sort of just, to herself. There's a wide variety of soul candles on the wall. There is a fresh finger around her neck. The finger appears to have been chopped off, but it is still alive.
Is that the fucking Millennium Charm on the wall from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Where? Oh my god, they used the Millennium...
That's funny.
It is! I didn't zoom in enough on it. What is it? The Millennium Necklace? Is that what they called it?
I think so. I can't remember what that one was called.
We're
but
going to
it's
do battle
from
with ancient
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Egyptian laser beams.
Curse of Ra.
Torment. Okay, so it's not that, but the map author absolutely used that for the record. They will not be summoning Zork the Dark One.
Nah, but more of a Jinzu head.
Okay. You see her busily at work, and then again outside. You see all of this. And you have the approximate or pretty precise location of where all of this actually is.
What's the? Is there any dialogue between Redcaps I can hear?
Yeah, it's roll a perception check, both of you.
Perceive with me, Garnet.
I'm pulling up my sheet to perceive.
Roll to hear.
You hear crunching and swearing, and
I'm gonna use all of my inspos on that.
okay. All right.
Oh hell yeah, 24. That's lovely.
Big numbers.
Oh, she.
Garnet's locked in. She's in CSI mode.
So there's a lot of try hard shit about just talking about how tough they are and how I'm the best at killing things. All the alive things better watch out because they won't be alive when they're near me, yada yada. But there's also concern about running out of people to kill. Especially because that damn hag keeps telling us that these folks is off limit or those folks is off limit. I mean, all of them squishy humans and elves and dwarves and such, they all crunch the same in their village, right? So why can't we step on this family or that family just because they give away a blasted finger? Yeah, I'll give you a finger.
The rats speak?
No.
Are they sentient from what we can tell?
Roll
insight?
Roll speak with animals.
Roll speak with animals. Did you equip that ability in your Baldur's Gate run? This person right here is a were-rat.
Okay.
And let me see what else, because you got very good perception rolls. There are a couple of individuals up here who appear to be unique. First off, there's a were-rat who has armor and a really big shield, standing guard outside the jug.
Mm-hmm.
And the other, and seems to be communicating with the rats in rat language, chittering and squeaking and such. The red caps sort of sneer and sort of occasionally make threat, like they'll bare their teeth at him, but they don't actually want to mess with him. Then there's this fellow right here, who I believe you recently acquired on Roll20 legs.
Possibly.
You see if they gave me a wearing filthy hoods to hide his snout, this small rat-like creature. Yeah, it looks like a rat with huge claws and red eyes. Arcana advantage, Garnet, please.
Yeah, that's my time.
She's going in.
Oh.
Negative ID.
A Ratok demon.
Rat-a-tat.
Greasy, sneering, smug, and horrible bullies. Lesser demons. They enjoy tormenting things that they catch. They delight in manipulating souls and are fond of necrotic energy and pure flames. They collect, bottle, distill, and flavor souls, trading them and generating abhorrent bottled spirits from them.
A fellow soul trader. Also, shout out Kobold Press, always good shit.
Right? Super handy.
Okay. Kind of gestures to the lady to look at the orb
Mhm.
as she requested.
It's a lot.
She's looking at them seriously. You know, it seems like she doesn't take everything. Well, this is now a Nutrimuller sort of thing, right?
They don't seem too interested in diplomacy with those ones hanging from trees. I guess.
Elna says, yeah, not that job description. Nutrimuller wears a few hats.
And all of them are specially made for minotaurs.
Yes, which is not cheap. Nillerin will be working with us. Now that we have found a suitable replacement for Redknop, we should be able to apply more of our resources to these sorts of things. We won't be stumbling in the dark as much any longer. That was all. I wanted to introduce you and give you this update.
Did you guys know about just gestures at the orb? This?
Not since you told us. Not aside from what you told us. This is new.
Developing rapidly.
Yes. We are going to have to do something about this. I just don't know exactly what yet. I'm going to confer with Untermaler. That said...
Well, Mason's sick today, so we can't go anywhere to help.
No, we don't have enough information to go just yet. I'm not going to dispatch a team of wardens in a pitched battle or evokers to blast them from flight before we have more information. But what I might have you do once Mason's feeling better, there is a village nearby. They were talking about it. They might know more. Speaking to them.
A tribute system.
Yes. And with an escort, and given your knowledge and your propensity for getting yourselves into and out of trouble, I think you might be able to talk to them. Look for signs of the hag's magic and see if they've learned anything that could be useful. Also, as effective as you all are, I would prefer not to send you directly into an army of redcaps. So this is going to be dangerous enough just going to the village that they're terrorizing.
I'd
all right?
also prefer that, thank you.
Yeah. I would not like to go near that without a battle plan and a lot of fireballs.
At least we get a field trip out of it.
Yes, a field trip.
Yay! When do we leave? I'm ready.
Do you want to go do that without Mason? I mean, it's not, again, as dangerous as going into the maw of the actual redcaps, but...
Doing some stuff around the village, that might be workable. I don't know. Like, depends on how close the village is to this place.
It's a few miles. And it's uphill miles. This is up in a narrow mountain pass, whereas the village is kind of on the foothills leading up into it. Still built up on the cliffs, but it's very, very tricky to get from one to the other, as far as we can tell.
Okay. We could probably talk in the break about that kind of thing if we wanted to go today. Will you be needing this back? Master Lasser? I forgot her name.
All good.
Gestures at the orb.
Nillerin Na Eldrasar. I'll drop her name in the chat. Hashtag elf names.
Elf names, baby.
You can keep borrowing it. If I need it, I'll let you know. Just like this.
Thanks.
We really appreciate it.
We'll keep it safe.
By all means, it sounds like you've made good use of it, so. Perfect. It's wonderful to know the two of you. I have I'm very excited to see where your studies take you. And adventures and dangerous missions and all that sort of stuff.
Well, hopefully in one of your classrooms one day. But we shall go do the study thing, right, Ethelor?
Yes.
Studying.
Yeah.
We have a lot to catch up on. It's been a busy couple of months.
I have a test soon, and just starts kind of pushing Ethelor out.
Ethel kind of gathers up the orb, like, yeah, test. That happens to the best of us. yes, herded out the door by Garnet. Is she going to be like Red Knot, but instead of pastries, we get alcohol?
I like this one.
Yeah, me too. And it's about time that we started dealing with some of the staff shortages. I still don't know if they've got a master of necromancy after the other one got.
They don't.
They don't.
Divination was the top priority.
Assistant to the regional necromancer in the tower at the moment.
I'm trying to be the new head of necromancy. I got necromancy spells. It should have been me.
Mantra's sick. That means that Sven's going to be staying by his bedside for the conceivable future. We should go to that village at some point. We need to try and get ahead of this as fast as possible. I don't know when my mother's coming, but it seems like there's going to be some manner of diplomacy around that. They might frame it as an Underwoody visit or something. Okay, what else do we need to do today, apart from study for tests?
Picks up her sending stone and starts like twirling her hair, like, "Hi, Naros, just checking in on how you're doing," and just like has like stupid little message to him, and then hangs up. And I got nothing else.
I can see that. I'm sure that we can find maybe do you have access to, does Elnar give you access to any of the deeper libraries for your studies?
When have I ever needed access? When have we ever needed access?
That's true. Maybe some well-placed reading on hags right now might be...
Oh, reading.
I've created a monster.
Ask me anything. Ask me anything right now. I bet I could answer that lickety-split.
Okay, hags taking tribute from villagers, what power does it give over them?
What is that?
Okay, Lemon, you played Baldur's Gate 3, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the hag in Act 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can often do weird forms of magic that aren't exactly governed by normal spell rules. They do count as Fae. Fae can make fairy bargains, which is a whole field of magic unto itself. Give me a nature check that will inform this information.
Oh no.
12.
Oh, can I give you a plus 1d4 to see if we can break the 15?
We're
I keep forgetting that I can just spam guidance. It's a cantrip.
Oh.
I'm Baldur's Gate now.
Yay. Oh.
Okay, 14.
Pat you on my shoulder. At least you tried.
So, Fae bargains are... Fiends can make bargains, and they usually bargain for your soul because they want it when you die. And fiend devils, when they make a bargain with you, it is enforced by very powerful magic, almost like the Emerald Tablets, because they're using the code of law, the magic of order, to inflict it. Fae bargains are still very to the letter, but a lot more ephemeral. Usually, if you break a Fae bargain, it's not like, Mephistopheles comes and drags you to hell. When you break a Fae bargain, something bad happens to you, or you lose the gift that you got. Fae bargains usually, like, you can gain, aside from Warlock pacts, a fairy bargain might grant you the ability to turn invisible. But whenever you turn invisible, the Fae automatically knows what you're doing. They like to hide things like that in those bargains. Hags, on the other hand, they can do that and a little bit more. For example, the thing that she had a finger hanging around her neck. That is a witch finger. It is the finger of a spellcaster who is still alive. If the person whose finger it is ever dies, the witch finger loses its power. Depending on the power of the spellcaster, let's see, depending on how powerful the spellcaster is and the nature of the bargain, that witch finger grants different abilities. Usually, hags will give you a witch finger as a hag gift. Hag gifts all have different powerful forms of magic, but they all usually only work if they're openly displayed. If you make a deal with a hag and she gives you the finger of a sorcerer who she's got dangling upside down in her dungeon, and that witch finger allows you to deflect eldritch blasts when they hit you, it doesn't work unless you're hanging this finger around your neck for everyone to see. They have a variety of other gnarly forms of magic that I'm just seeing if I can get, like potions of mutation that can transform your body and make you stronger, but they often have nasty side effects. Let's see. The soul candles in her lair are a similar form of magic. So people go to hags if they have a problem and they are desperate. They want it solved. In Baldur's Gate, a woman goes to a hag because her husband is dead and she wants her husband brought back to life. And spoilers, who put it on mute, the trade she wants is the woman's unborn child. When that child is born, the hag will consume her, and then the hag will then be able to give birth to a new hag. Not all hags work that way, but that's often the sort of stuff they want in return. They also they tend to be kind of sadistic, where they might make a deal with you even if they don't get that much out of it, because it's actually going to mess up your life and ruin something beautiful. Big fans of that. So the people in this village, if they are making deals with her, it is either because it's usually because they're desperate or greedy or foolish. And it sounds like they're making deals for protection. These redcaps need a fresh supply of victims to murder.
From Garnet's 26, do we know if coerced deals are any less effective than those freely given?
As long as the person agrees to it, I don't think coercion matters. If it's in one of those situations where, like, you're about to fall over a cliff and the hag says, "Hey, I'll save you, but I want this in return," it doesn't matter that you're about to fall over a cliff. If you agree to it, the Fey magic takes hold. So she could be extorting them with the threat of, my red caps will stomp on your family if you don't give me something.
That's a lot. You know your hags.
It's just yapping on about the hags I just did there.
Mm-hmm.
In this, do we also know how hags bind red caps to their service? Is it a just opportunistic partnership?
Yeah, they don't usually have
formalized agreements.
Correct. A redcap has to kill someone every 3 days or they stop existing. She has to be able to deliver on this. If she can't deliver on this, unless they've all made some sort of deal, you never really know with hags. There could be some sort of unique magic, but without any more outside knowledge of it, her control over them is purely based on a mutual agreement.
It sounded like the redcaps were somewhat frustrated with those who were making deals with the hag, and that they couldn't, stomp those people to death. Perhaps there's some infighting that we could try and stoke between them to not have to deal with every single element of this army ourselves.
I'd like to go just kill them, but we gotta get more information. I don't really know what to ask people. since we know where they are, we know who they are, what they do.
I guess we're asking what. I guess we're looking for details for each of their dealings with the hag, see what she's trying to collect, or.
Yeah, why she hates me. Maybe she's related to the ones we killed here.
That's true. Maybe they've heard mutterings of the hag looking for vengeance or complaining about you, which would be weird for them to mutter about, but seemingly accurate with how the Faceless worked. I know that he's better than this, but if we could lean on the Marshal to send a Faceless, it would save us a lot of potential danger.
Don't think Bronta's gonna want to deal with Faceless, but we can hire one.
But then we'd have
We
to
got
pay a
money.
soul. We have money. We don't have an excess of souls.
Well, you have your pen. Your quill.
Yes. Do you mean to trade one of the legendary artifacts of Ioth for
No, the
assassination attempt?
souls. Your ghoul, your little soul goo.
I think on a pseudo scientific level, it's a little bit different. But
roll an Arcana
maybe-
check, or a religion check, or an alchemy
Roll for
check.
soul. Okay, 12. Why not? I'll burn another inspiration. We're stacking.
Mm-hmm.
14 and guidance. We're Baldur's Gate now.
We're Baldur's Gate now. 16.
overall.
Okay. A soul is a unique pattern of vital and psychic energy woven together to create a unique individual. The soul goo is what happens when you take a whole bunch of people and feed them into a non-literal wood chipper and then break down all of those unique patterns and squeeze most of the vital and psychic energy out. So they aren't distinct from each other. The soul goo is made from children, from students. It's, it was made from souls, but it is not discrete souls. It's a powerful energy source.
Solent green.
It's solent green, exactly.
I mean, a Faceless would do great there, but I'm sure that you really want to drop a bunch of Voidborn on it, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I figured out how to drop some new ones.
Oh, some new ones. What horrors from beyond the pale of reality have you discovered?
Oh, and pulls out her book. I can summon.
She's like showing me an invisible book, but she's really excited about it.
A voidborn chasm, where
chasm, like the concept of a chasm.
Chasme. It's a.
I think it's
a
Chasme.
demon. Chasme. It's a chasme. It's a type of demon that can give birth to another demon, and I think that would be really cool because then we could drop one that spawns another one, and then we just keep dropping them, and they keep spawning, and it's yeah.
You're summoning pregnant void monsters?
I don't know. I don't know about pregnant. They're when woman demon really likes the guy demon.
Oh.
Anyway, time for a break, guys, as I explain demon sex.
No, I think we should stay here for a while. Keep talking, Garnet. We'll be right back.
Please, elaborate.
ironic. And she responds.
Wait, do I also see Sventisco for a brief second through the orb?
Roll a perception check. No, you just see this guard walk out.
What do they say to her?
You been there the entire time? No. And she got a natural 1. And she says, Sventisco. I mean, no.
She says her own name like a Pokemon?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I need everybody in the room to roll for initiative.
Oh.
Damn, that's so
bunch of your
rough.
girlfriends. Shit.
That's, she got a natural 1. I decided she just freaking panicked.
She's trying her best, okay?
And she rolled a 2
Don't
on the
make fun of
initiative,
her.
so she sits there like an idiot.
Arbiter,
Yes, Grandmaster.
you get to jump in on this one.
I come in hot, white, glowing wings flared out. I've got the cheapest metal chair that you could possibly find. It's like I've got 10 or 20 years of repressed rage behind this chair. I'm rolling to hit with this chair. Oh, that's good. That's good. That'll hit. That's 16.
Care for the capybara.
I walk over to him.
Okay.
And I'm tired of watching this. And I slice his throat. And you die with honor. And I keep sawing for a little bit, just so I get the head out. And I hold the head up above.
Blood everywhere.
For you! For you!
You have no idea what's going through her head right now. If you were perhaps a little bit more perceptive, you would see the face of somebody who never wanted to be a mother, who never planned to be a mother, who's dedicated her life to gathering power so that she's never in a position where she's vulnerable again and where she won't be used for anyone else's purposes ever again, and yet finds herself having to talk to this teenager about drugs. Like, never anticipated this and is now trying to figure out the best way to go about it. Okay.
When a mummy drug and a daddy drug love each other very much,
Okay.
they do a special cuddle.
Shut up, Link Day. So they're going to work on an item that will permanently maintain that spell for you, or some other long-term solution.
I was gonna say, damn, they trust Athlor to not just pop that shit off like Lord of the Rings style. Yeah, that's a lot of trust in a teenager.
Well, they haven't mentioned the fact yet that they're probably going to implant a spike in his heart or something with the effect on it.
Yo,
Who
Chainsaw
knows?
Man mode.
All right, so
Pull the rope to get the uncle out. Actual chain, Uncle Man.
You've seen the man from Uncle. But now the uncle from man.
From the man. Good lord.
Well, we can get you in contact with our administrator and we can sort out this issue, but we do have to head on inside for an important matter.
Yep. Important matter is going to have to wait. Sorry. Slight matter of defamation of character. No, I've been read in entirely on your little mechanical big gob that you crafted up. And having my name bandied about inside that big fancy school of yours, getting all sorts of unwanted attention from the big horned man himself. Ooh. Ooh. Mm.
Well, you sound and look like an asshole, so I feel like we did you a favor.
The negotiator, everybody.
Me and Ariana just swap characters for a second. Sorry, gotta go in. Fuck you, asshole.
Gone full Zara here for a moment.
The Arbiter makes his way out of this portal, launches into the sky with his wings. Acolytes! You have come for dungeons and dice and death matches. And I have returned to satiate your bloodlust. As you look at each other in the sands of the arena, you've been here before. You were here that day. You know what happens in this arena. You know what is next. You know what you must do. Welcome to D20 Deathmatch.
Eldritch Blast to the face at the werewolf. I refuse to flinch.
And a nat 20. Critical hit.
I'm just going to reach out, grab him in the face, and just...
Another 21 points of force damage. Oof. Do you want to tell them or should I?
It's not looking good, chat.
Oh no.
Toddleheim.
Oh no.
Drops to 0.
18 seconds. Is that how long it'll take before those hellhounds come?
I don't know, probably. They're very fast.
Right. They can smell me.
Time's ticking.
Okay, I'll wait 18 seconds before I go back to the ethereal plane.
Okay.
And I go to the astral plane.
Oh, man. Oh, there's jack shit this creature can do about that. Okay. Whoosh. You fade from reality, surrounded by the silver mists.
I mean, when
How
we
does that
say the
work?
pants are tight, the thing is, like, how, like, I'm thinking about, like, the materials that would be used to make pants and how tight they physically could be. And can we just turn him upside down and
Let the problem sort itself
You know.
out.
let gravity do its job? Because, like, in a world without elastic, pants can only be so tight and still, like, let you walk.
That's wise.
I watch too much YouTube about historical clothing.
It is Paramir, and the pants are pretty tight.
Oh my
But, like-
god. Do not type lead pants into Google. You are not going to get a search that is going to be my goodness, that's a big thing. Jeez.
Well, now I want to.
Freestyle.
Okay, everyone, just believe in yourself, okay? You need to be able to just stretch your bony little arms out and let go of Bolshaya. Richard Simmons, by the way, in case no one realizes what I'm doing. And I'm going to hit some persuasion.
Knock, 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 knock.
Wake up, bitch. We're going shopping.
Yep, this tracks. Yep, sorry, Balvi. Go back to sleep again. Goes
Cat butt.
Cat butt.
goes, answers the door, probably steps outside. Just to not disturb Balvi.
They would have gotten Athalor first because he's on the way. How would they have collected Athalor? Okay. All right. This is a ridiculous plan, and they're going to go with it.
I prefer the one where we don't die, so I like this.
They go away
Also,
after
I
an
need some
hour.
earplugs.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so
Someone gonna heal me?
yeah, they're already like coming back with healing potions in crates. You know, like 24 packs of healing potions.
Just got a shock and a healing potion.
It's like a study session all over again. It's just chugging Red Bull.
Once again,
Red Bull give you fiends.
Not what I expected to be happening today.
Ariana will go back and say, Sig, is Nightshade gonna kill Garnet in this situation?
I've never seen this in my life.
That's not a no.
I don't know.
That's also not a yes.
I don't know what to say.
That's not helpful.
We're dealing with magic we've never experienced before, Ariana.
Oh God, Ariana's gonna try to absorb elements.
Okay, what element are you absorbing?
Dark.
Is that on the list of elements you can absorb with the spell?
No.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
The wolf, listen.
If you'll allow it.
If you allow it, I like to skin the wolf's head and place it on Mr. Sir Thomas to disguise him poorly as not a cow.
You're just making him wear stinky skin.
Like a mask. Like a mask. Mask off. Fucking mask off. Yeah, like that. It's so close.
It's a were-cow. Okay. You can certainly try. We're gonna go ahead and leave you cheerfully peeling the face off of this dead wolf so that you can stick it on your cow's head. And I'm gonna just drop that mental image with everybody.
Yeah, I saying.
Welcome back to Book of Dawn Ioth Academy just after the break. Having learned that the hag Lola Waxcackle has a truly appalling number of rats and rat demons and redcaps amassing in the mountains, our heroes are planning a way to wipe them all out because they bad. But in order to do that, they need to acquire additional information. And there are multiple possible sources they could go to. Their teacher has suggested that they talk to the village that is even now being preyed upon by the hag and her minions, but there may be alternatives as well. Garnet, at some point today, you would receive a sending spell.
Ooh.
Garnet,
Wild.
my jewel, you must tell me how you're doing. It has been too long since I saw you in the Golden Bough.
Mommy,
And blind.
That's it?
That's
Oh,
it. That's it.
It's with
I'm doing
Appledore.
better now.
Riz. 25 words, Riz.
I'm glad that was
Mommy.
immediately identifiable as the Shadow Enchantress. That's phenomenal.
Oh, Athalor, the nice shadow woman messaged me.
Oh, from Shadow Underroot?
Yeah,
And the bow?
yeah, and she called me her jewel. That's not exciting.
Yes, just so we're both on the same page. You do know that garnets are also jewels, yes? That could be a more literal term than a term of endearment.
I think it was endearing.
Sure. What did she want?
Just asking me how I've been. That's normal, right? Casual or
That's, I mean, interesting. It's, I wonder if that's an insight into how flippantly she might use magic that she used sending to ask how you are.
yeah, you're right. She definitely could have found out, but asked me. That's very polite.
Yeah. Are you planning on being honest?
Great to hear from you again. Okay, don't do syllables, do words.
That's 6.
6. Please come visit sometime. Learned new things. Lots to tell you. hope you're well.
I also think that's said out loud, just like as she's like looking up into it. Please come visit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's wise?
Mm. Why do you think she's an enemy?
Right now, I'm kind of low on hope that everyone's not going to turn out to hate us. Like you said, we are picking up a remarkable number of enemies.
Well, keep your friends, keep your enemies closer. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. And keep everyone close.
That rarely works well in a siege.
Well, better she be here than not. Maybe she'll teach me something new. And if not, she wants to kill us, then, well, we have the most powerful people ever here. Better to be somewhere protected?
I certainly think that it is more safe for her to come here than for you to go into her unmarked van, yes.
I think she's so cool. You guys don't care that Elle now is a shadow caster and she's got she blew up a mountain. Everyone's cool with that, but this girl eats demons and whoa, that's where we cross the line.
Make a compelling point. Maybe she'd be a good head necromancer.
Oh, yes. I like that idea. We should mention that.
I'll let you lead that conversation.
I'll look over her qualifications.
Maybe the Sovereign of the Skies hates her too.
Date of birth, like 3 weeks ago. It's been a couple of months.
That's so strange. But like I said, she used ascending just to ask how you were. No other questions.
Mm-hmm. Why? You don't think people should care about my well-being?
Maybe not.
My mom hasn't even sent me a sending.
Can your mom cast sending?
Probably.
She cannot.
I don't think she's magical.
She could figure something
From
out.
Force of will.
Well, somebody I'm sure knows sending, and they could ask on her behalf.
I mean, true.
Or send a letter or visit.
Time to switch mums then?
No.
Save that for later.
Yeah. You're the one who needs to switch parents, if anything. You're the one who's got the...
I mean, one of my parents is still not aligned with the forces of eternal darkness.
Yeah, your mom's cool, but the other one... The other one's kind of...
With our powers combined, we have both mommy and daddy issues.
Ooh! Is that why we're the way we are?
Yeah, we're like the Power Rangers of trauma.
I don't have mommy issues. I don't have mommy issues. I have issues with her. She doesn't have issues with me. Anyway, can we just go to this village? I'm bored.
Yeah, we can go to this village. Just try not to find a surrogate mother there from all of the traumatized villages.
How would you like to go about this? And who would you like to bring with you to steal all the thunder?
A teleportation circle, maybe?
There's no teleportation circle in this shit-ass village.
It's not a major population center. Damn.
No.
Okay. What options are arrayed? I assume Elnau's teleportation is around, but unreliable.
Yes.
Allegedly.
It's around, but she's never been there and she doesn't have anything from there. So it's,
Really? Do you reckon that we could go down to, it would take a lot less time to go down to Gildenverge and find a traded good from that village than it would to not teleport there?
Give me a history check, please.
Oh, okay. Tell me about the economy of this small village, Dungeon Master. Oh, that's a nat 1. This village trades in villages.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to go down and pull something off like that.
And what other options of locomotion do we have? We have a flying carpet, but it's about 100 miles. That would take a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be.
Well, I got a shadow plane. We can just fast track there.
You could go through the shadow plane.
And guess who? It just was on the line to maybe escort us there.
Oh yeah, to give you a high five on the way.
Yeah, and talk about a necromancy position. There's so much to discuss, and we got a tour guide that can just walk us right there.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think it's better that they do come to the academy than we go to the place where they seem that they're most powerful.
Oh, well, we don't have to shadow walk then, but you've got to get the horses. I don't know how to summon a horse anymore.
You don't know how to summon a horse anymore? That's so sad.
I forgot. AKA, I got rid of it when I leveled.
I swapped out horses for dogs.
At least you've got the dog. Can your dog come on a shadow walk? Can you take him for shadow walkies? That sounds adorable.
The dog is actually stationary. If you move more than 100 feet away from it, it vanishes.
It's a stationary dog.
It's stationary.
It's a watchdog. Yeah, you plop it down somewhere.
Oh, I thought it could move with me. That's so sad. Why would I want it stationary for 8 hours? Can I carry
Because
it?
it's a watch. No, it's a watchdog. It watches. It guards. It's a guard dog. You put it somewhere to guard.
Surely it has like a stat page where we would see movement speed,
it can't
right?
be it can't be attacked at all. It's not like an actual creature. It's a magical projection. Your dog is a lie.
What if you summoned it onto like a tensor's floating disc and then pushed the disc along?
Okay, I don't know about the tensor's floating disc, but I believe that if you cast it on a boat, it would not stay. It would not be like an immovable rod and just sort of the boat moves and the dog stays. I don't think.
So
I think it would move.
If you cast it on a vehicle, or on a moving space.
In my backpack.
No.
But
no, that's such a hard no. No Chihuahua of Doom in the handbag.
No. Mordenkainen's yapping Chihuahua is not a spell that has been researched yet, all right? You want to do the spell research, knock yourself out. We have those rules.
Oh, okay. We have a
also, given that it works that way, if you do end up wanting to respec, you can...
Okay. I'll think about respecting them. Not very useless. Very useless. Not very not very faithful of a hound to not be able to use its legs.
Stays exactly where you put it.
I mean, if I doubt Elno's free, but shadow walking with both of you, if we had both you and El now, would probably be a good idea. Do you want to bring El now? I probably shouldn't ask if we want to bring your mentor without.
On the shadow walk? Or are we shadow walking?
It seems the most convenient, as much as it stains my very soul.
We won't be able to get up to much fun if she's around, but we might not run into a weird jester dude if we bring her.
Yeah,
or at least we'll be more equipped.
What fun were you planning on elucidating from this ravaged village?
No, you're right.
I don't think there's going to be a theme park.
Okay, it's just adults.
a petting zoo, perhaps.
Adults that look upon us with disappointment at all times.
Yeah.
All right. Boop, boop, boop. El now. Would you like to shadow walk with us to the village?
Nailed it.
That's it. Would you like to shadow walk with us to the village?
Teleportation, not a good option. Will do.
Does she say? Does Garnet share the whole message?
Yeah. I'm like, she's coming.
Self-awareness, fantastic.
Hmm.
We've got to get someone who's better at teleportation.
It's literally not a skill
Like
issue, is it?
Like a private plane or something?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe someone who's traveled around a little bit more of the world.
Maybe the I don't know, leader of a certain refuge that builds really cool things could like build a plane.
Perhaps a faster flying carpet.
I don't know, make something fast.
I'm sure that. Does Underwood have any vehicle expertise?
They probably could pull it off.
But not a tradition.
Right. I mean, they build carts and stuff for transit, but typically everyone else comes to them.
Gotcha.
And while Artifice does cross over with that a little bit, like I'm sure that there are people who are siege engineers who have built siege weapons, magical siege weapons. It's not like there's a ton of, flying vehicles. They're not super common. It's not to say they're unheard of, but they are definitely not common.
Okay.
I'd say you have people who have built them, but not like an assembly line to mass produce them.
But yeah, I feel like not running into a jester thing is going to be a big priority here. Also, I would feel much better about the potential of a hag finding us if we can teleport away with Elle now, even if it isn't to an ideal location. Plus, I'm pretty sure that she can teleport close to Ioth Academy with relative accuracy.
Sure.
Within the 100 miles or so.
Ioth Academy has teleportation circles. That's like a sure shot.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But that takes a while to cast though, right?
I believe if you cast teleport, but you know the sigil of a teleportation circle, you can just go. I'm gonna pull up the spell real quick.
I thought circle was like circle only. But
well, it's a level 5 spell that takes a long time to cast, whereas teleportation is like a level 6 spell, I think, or 7. So it's more powerful, but it's riskier and it's faster. Yeah, it's a 7th level conjuration spell. And if you're going to a permanent circle, it has a 100, or you have an associate object from that place, the success rate is 100%.
We need to remember to grab objects from these places when we visit. We need to do more looting, Garnet. We've been not kleptomaniac enough, and I can't believe I'm saying that of myself.
A chance encounter while Elnau is packing up for this trip. Are both of you at full? Do you need to take a long rest, wait for the next day?
You might need a short rest from the dog earlier.
Yeah. I summon it. It doesn't move. I hate it. Unsummons it.
It could have stayed there for like 7 hours. Like
legs pulled separately.
Like
looking ass.
You could literally leave it there to protect from, it'd be really useful in case a Lozern or someone else sneaks up on a place. It can guard the space.
I think I'm standing still for 8 hours. Yeah, when we sleep, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. It's much more for that sort of thing. You do run into Darina, who's very excited about the new head of divination.
Are you meaning to post-grad in divination?
What? No, it's just, have you seen how she casts? She dances with fire. And then she looks into the fire and she dances with it, and that's how she sees things.
Oh.
It's a form of
meant by the fire showed her.
Showed her what?
Me?
Well,
Full of lies badly.
Well, what were you doing in the fire, Athalor?
Burning.
What, like all of you?
No, just me.
No, like, but here. And she grabs your arms and starts like turning them over, looking for signs of burning. Roll an insight check, please.
Okay. I've piqued her interest. 8s for everyone.
All right. She's like, no, it looks like this is fine. What part of you got burned?
My ego.
Yeah. You remember how I looked before a couple of months ago? That part of me burned a lot.
Oh yeah, when we roasted you. Physically.
She grabs the front of your robes and like looks down them. No, it looks fine. I don't know what you're talking
Nothing
about.
there. Oh my god, cat. Mutum Yaller.
Mutum Yaller sends regards.
Like, you checking out those pecs? Yeah, I'm fine now, thank you.
All right. Well, if she sees you in the fire again, tell her I say hi. Okay.
Oh yeah, well, I had a drink with her. I could totally give you a vouch. You want to get into one of her classes or something?
No, it's fine. I'm sure I'll get to see her in action at some point.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
And she's already seen you in action, so there we go. And she leaves.
Has Dorina seen us in a non-Golden Bow scenario before? Like in terms of fighting or
I don't think she's been in any of the fight scenes. Like
Okay,
Renobi
yeah,
has, and
she probably
she and
was
Renobi are an
elsewhere.
item, so she might have heard, but she's never seen.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go grab Elle now.
Yep. Elle now rolls up. Last
Okay,
time when we did
Marie
this,
Margaret.
did we do this from inside the academy? Because I recall having concerns about entering the shadow version of the academy.
I think
Because we went to Onderud, right? Last time?
But we were deliberately heading to Onderud. Where did we enter last time?
I feel like we were in the middle of the warden's quarters.
Yes. I guess that makes sense.
Oh no, did we teleport away and do something else?
I feel like we did because, again, she didn't want to be in the shadow version of the academy because she just doesn't feel good about it.
Oh, actually, the warden's quarters might have been going back in rather than exiting.
Yes.
I remember a scene where I was doing medical on some wardens and Garnet was just in the middle of the room, just
That was the
riding on the floor.
underworld. That was the underworld.
Oh, yeah, it was. That was for evac.
Exactly. That was the post-battle of Diffraxis scenario.
Someone in chat said we teleported somewhere random and then went to Shadow.
Yeah, I think that's a better option for here. Well, if nothing else, you can take a flying carpet and get out of town. So because that way you don't have to spend a level 7 spell slot and risk getting your essence scattered and taking force damage. So let's just go ahead and say that the three of you are going to take 3 hours traveling out of town.
Okay, hopefully towards that place so that there's less time to shadow walk.
To the northeast. Like, it's not going to make that big of a difference because you go so much faster when you're shadow walking anyways, but why not? Why not?
I have a packed lunch.
Anything else that you're bringing? Garnet, are you casting from the book, the shadow walk spell? It's a ritual cast,
Am I casting
right?
it or is she doing it?
It's a ritual cast, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. It's a question of spell slots more than anything else. Yeah, she'll do
I
it.
can just do it because it comes from the book. So
Yeah, if you do it, she'll keep guard in all of her high-level glory.
do like speed art because I've drawn this now like a handful of times.
All right.
Kalima.
The inky dark door opens once again. Passing through it is like stepping through a thick, viscous, cold jelly into a landscape stripped of all hues and color. The mountains exaggerated, spiky, twisting towards their tops, surreal in the way that they are arrayed before you. clearly a difficult journey, but every, I think 10 minutes here is 7 miles or vice versa. So you will still go much, much faster.
Oh, that's a speed vibe right there.
Yeah. That's the main reason to use the shadow plane. I have the exact numbers here.
Power walk. 9 miles per 10 minutes.
It is.
Can we use a flying carpet in the Shadow Realm?
We did last time.
Yes.
Oh, we're zooming.
Mm-hmm. This journey will not take that long, all things considered. I would like both of you to roll survival checks, please, for navigation. And I will do the same for El now.
It's going to be a 19, and I'm going to guide myself.
Dang.
See if I can get that 20 breakpoint. Oh, that's 1d20, not 1d4.
29.
That's going to be 29. 22.
All right.
I'm gonna lucky die my survival because I don't like the vibes of a 6 in the shadow realm.
That's valid.
It's a shadowy 6.
All right. How about a shadowy 10?
Shadowy 10 is less shadowy, so we'll let it ride. Okay. That's just to make sure that you are on track. I would also like you to please roll perception checks.
What happens when you go to the shadowy version of a place that's already fucked?
It's more fucked, probably.
It could be more
nice
fun.
down there.
Or it could be like fully built, but so you could go to a destroyed castle on the mortal world, and the shadow version of it is fully built, but a vampire lives there.
Oh.
That kind of thing.
Different tenants.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The property values, they're nutty.
The rent apocalypse comes for us all. Even Von Stra's like, damn, I need some rent controlled castles up in here.
I need to. Perception 21, perception 16. I need to do one more thing.
Garnet can boost her perception with a guidance. That's min-max.
Or my survival, maybe.
Oh, as long as one of you is navigating and everyone else decides to listen to them, you're going to be all right.
Yeah, if Garnet and Eleanor decide to let me navigate in the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, listening's not my strong suit, but I'll allow it.
Okay. Garnet.
Say it with enough confidence.
You, about an hour into the journey, you have this weird feeling like you're being followed.
Oh, look behind us.
You don't see anything.
Bring the dog.
Oh, not the fucking dog, bro.
When we sat down.
So if I were to be like on the carpet and summon the dog, it would just like what, fall through the carpet?
I think it would stay on the carpet. Which I'm going to say that for now, and I reserve the right to change it later because I can see a world of flying invisible dogs as far as the eye can see.
We just send the carpet up to just do a circle strafe maneuver.
Exactly. It's just
what
like
do you see, Lassie? I
everything
summoned
that
the
happens
dog.
from now on. Okay. Okay. The dog is not barking.
Emosis.
Once everybody on the carpet says the password, the dog is not barking.
Something the matter, Garnet?
I think somebody's here watching us, but the dog doesn't say anything, so it'll let us know, I guess.
Can I just ask how populated this realm is supposed to be?
There's things here.
Like gnomes? Or like
Scary clowns? Scary clowns like last time.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the basic undead form known as a shadow?
Is that like Noir?
Yes.
I know that one.
Right. This is where they dwell. certain fae, as we know, can be found here. The unseelie fae know the shadow paths and walk them. Those that walk them for too long can be changed by this place and become shadow fae instead. Shadow demons, shadow giants.
Shadow giants.
Ooh, I could be taller.
No. I mean, yeah, you could be, but you're probably not done growing, Garnet. Take heart.
Just put on your shadow heels, I guess.
Ooh, I didn't bring those.
You have those?
You know, I got my outfit for rituals.
Slay, Dark Queen.
And sometimes spirits of the dead that don't find their way peacefully to where they belong end up here as well. It's not usually super populated, but it's not empty. There's a reason everyone doesn't just take these paths all the time.
Right.
That dog can detect things within 30 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if there is something, it's just not within 30 feet of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. The journey continues. Every so often, there's a strange gust or flapping sound of wind somewhere behind you, but you still see nothing. Over the course of an hour or two, you, thanks to your steadfast navigation, you see a village clinging to the side of a sharp cliff. A cliff that has the fragmentations of a shattered bone. Buildings jutting out of it left and right. The ground dripping with a substance that, well, everything here is gray. You rather suspect it would be red if there was any color here.
In terms of travel admin, if we're going to take 2 hours after the dog is summoned and Elnau's piloting and I'm navigating, can Garnet take another short rest?
I'm
No.
good.
With the flapping wind past your ears and having to like hold on to the cart, it's not like there's a nice cot that you can sleep on this thing. Doesn't exactly
Just
work
like pat
that
her
way.
head and like where's the head?
Sleepies.
Okay. Is this the village? Or the
I think
reflection
so.
of it?
Oh, well, this is the shadow this is its shadow. Reflection would apply to the plane of mirrors. I suggest that we cross over nowhere, not too close.
I'd agree. We should look from afar.
All right. I assume that you go ahead and set down.
While we're up here, can I do a perception check to see if there are any active denizens of the shadow version of a village?
Sure. Roll perception.
22.
Ooh.
All muted.
You once again gain experience points. Again, you feel like something's following you. Something in the air that has been following you for a while, but you can't see anything. And when you stop, the noise stops. As for the village, you see shadows. Well, we'll call them shades, mirages of people. Villagers going just sort of like twisted, thin, pale, translucent mirages of people down there.
Is there any kind of, don't know how to say it, except like a symbolic specter over this place?
Aside from the blood that's dripping down into the crevasses everywhere, no.
Yeah, just a lot more overt with their symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right. Should we cross?
What about that thing following us?
I hope it can't follow through. Your dog will stay in place while you make the circle, right?
Yeah.
And we won't have to come back through the plane, as Master Anna will be able to teleport us. I assume that whatever's following us, if it's in here, is going to be quite dangerous.
Question, does blind sight help with seeing invisible things better?
Yes. With blind sight,
Ooh.
you know the location of an invisible thing.
But with all this noise, we can like tell it's there. So would blind sight give us more information, or is it kind of like we know it's up there, but
Blind sight versus invisibility. Google. Blind sight is a special sense that allows creatures to perceive anything in the radius stated, which includes invisible creatures.
okay.
You got some blind sight?
Yeah, unless Elna has a better solution. I don't imagine
Did she bring a gem of
does.
true seeing with her?
She keeps that
You'd think
motherfucking
we'd have
thing
it.
on her.
She does?
Wait.
All right.
What's the range
Get
on
that
that
shit.
thing?
I assume it just works like night vision goggles.
Yeah, isn't it like everything in sight?
You have true sight out to 120 feet.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh. If only she used that earlier. It's before I got
Listen,
my dog out.
You made me bring a dog. I cast guidance on Elle now.
All right. Oh.
The fuck is that? Arcana? I don't like that.
Oopsie whoopsie.
Make the circle. Make the circle.
She
Got
saw
the guidance.
something. Oh yeah. If she gets a 4 on this. 3.
Oh.
Okay. She saw something that was like darting out of the 120-foot range as soon as she pulled up the gem of seeing.
What's that?
I only caught a glimpse. Robes?
Robes. It means
Someone
to
with
hide from you in.
Someone with a fly spell?
Whatever it is, if it's meaning to avoid your sight, it can't be good for us. We need to get out of here.
I will keep scanning. Garnet, keep casting.
Okay. Keeps drawing and casting. Dog is a sat.
Dog's just having a very good time. She's on the carpet.
I don't think I have anything that reaches out that far. Damn.
The gem of true seeing. Previous mirror clone shenanigans have stopped your current shadow shenanigans. When will you learn your actions have consequences?
Who here is wearing a ring of mind shielding?
Just got it.
Okay. Garnet, you have an incoming telepathic message. Would you like to accept or reject this message?
Sure, maybe it's mommy saying hi again. Hello.
You've got a collect call from Evil.
Okay, so all of you are receiving this transmission. I had to check with the person who is mind shielded first.
Okay.
Please pardon my interest. When an archmage and students of the arcane traverse through my home, one tends to take notice.
Hello. Who might you be? Just kind of talks out loud. Hello.
ASL.
American Sign Language?
You may refer to me as Kustiak, with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? Aside, of course, from Master Elnau.
They know you. You're famous.
Athol looks to Elna as like, is it okay to give our name? Is this a Fae thing?
She gives you a, I don't know what's going on sort of look.
These are my students, and they are under my protection, and that will suffice.
Your students. Wait, do we know the voice?
Sorry, that was L. I should have specified. L now responds in the telepathy and speaks that out loud. Yeah.
Can we help you with anything?
I simply wonder as to your business passing through these lands. I assure you I mean no harm.
Well, I forgot how to cast my shadow horse, and her teleport sucks, and we always crash somewhere.
She
so
glares
this is,
at you.
and this is the fastest way to our destination. Hope you don't mind.
Yes, it was simply speed of transit.
Of course, I would not hold any such grudge. A simple matter. By all means, proceed in peace.
And peace be with you as well.
And with your spirit. Whatever spirit that is.
May Zaylar's light shine upon you.
I laughed so long ago that for me it's still, and also with you.
So we don't recognize the voice or
No,
see...
you've never heard this voice before.
That being said, perhaps I am more familiar with these lands than you. Should you find yourself in need of assistance or information, I may be able to assist.
And you live in the shadow plane, or do you bounce to the mortal world too, or?
This is my primary residence, yes.
Well,
Does the mailing match the billing address?
Well, invite us over for some tea sometime. But for now, we have some errands to go do.
By all means, of course. Are they errands that should concern those of us who dwell here?
What usually concerns you?
The passage of powerful archmages and students of Ioth Academy would be at least of note.
No, it concerns only the people of the mortal plane.
Ah.
Wait, how do you know her?
Elna's
friends?
reputation precedes her.
Oh.
There was that one time I blew up a mountain.
And killed that ancient dragon god or whatever.
You are infamous.
Infernal dragon.
Infernal
She
dragon.
looks at you like Ixnay on the Agendrad gay.
Okay, I'm trying as fast as I can.
We don't talk about the dragon god.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, there's one dragon that was acceptable to kill. The second one's a little bit iffy.
Well then, safe travels.
Maybe you know our friend, drops the enchantress name.
Mommy.
Mommy Shadow?
Do you know my mommy?
Lerkele. I am familiar with her, yes.
Yeah, she's kind of is like doing small talk while she's like finishing the. No, you think she's nice? Would she make a good master of necromancy?
What?
Inside check on L now.
Side eyes master. Wouldn't that be a great master of necromancy? I mean, you would know her qualifications, right?
That isn't particularly her area of expertise, I'm afraid. I feel she would be poorly suited for that.
What would you say her area of expertise is?
Shadow magic, enchantment, illusions. Things concerning the Fae, the other world, the intersection of this place and that place. And
I thought gives Garnet a look of you invited this person in.
Due to the unique circumstances of her origins, she may have additional insight into infernal matters as well.
See, she knows things, and you know, shadow magic and necromancy can have some crossing over sometimes. So I thought
Why
she
that?
That was Kustiak. That was not Elnau.
Well, I was just keeping an eye out.
She just started existing like a month ago. We know absolutely nothing about her.
Well,
Seems very nice.
it seems like her existence here was far more tangible. She has a reputation.
Apparently, which is strange for somebody who has existed for a month or two.
What happens when you learn magic in these realms?
I can only speak as a mortal who has learned some magic in this realm. It is not a good idea to stay here for long.
Okay, well, I'm all done.
No, we're fine, but yes. Should you wish to continue this conversation, I am but ascending away. Safe travels.
Okay, send us letters or thanks for not killing us. And if you have any vouchers for good necromancers, let us know. And I was gonna open the door.
Always looking for recommendations.
All right. And you pass out of the plane of shadows and into the mortal world.
That was a nice encounter. Maybe everyone there's not that bad.
I very much preferred whoever that was to the last person we met in the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, I've now made 2 friends from the Shadow Plane and only 1 enemy. I think that's a good ratio.
That's a remarkable ratio for you, I'm not going to lie.
I know. I've met more nice people in the Shadow Plane, to be honest.
Well, it's not like you really
pretty.
get out of the academy much. No offense.
To make friends, no. To blow up cities, maybe.
Right, exactly. It's all about how you're spending your time.
Well, here we're going to make more friends. In a village full of traumatized people.
Yeah, the attitude in this village is, you can already tell, it's not great. The built into terraces that are sort of heaped up in different places on the mountains with streams and rivers running below. This village is particularly defensible. It'd be very hard for any sort of bandits or raveners or the like to make their way up here. The mood
But seemingly
is
easy for redcaps to make their way down the mountain.
yeah, a lot easier that way. The people here are, even though it's autumn, it seems oddly chilly. They are going about their business. What is your approach going to be? Stealthy or direct? Or disguise or something else?
How much of the architecture is visible?
I'd say a good amount.
Can I make an intelligence check to try and figure out what the lifeblood of this village is and what's their trade? Are they into milling? Are they doing masonry?
Sure. Give me that.
22.
Subsistence.
Okay, not a village of skilled tradesmen.
Oh, there are skilled craftspeople here. But
it's an insular life.
An insular life. It seems highly focused on what's the word I'm looking for? It's just completely slipped.
Just collective living.
Yeah, like living all damn it. They're out here on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Self-sufficiency. That's the term I'm looking for. Like they've got a little local blacksmith and stuff, and there's clearly people, who can do these things. But they have to get their processed goods from somewhere, but largely this place keeps to itself as much as it possibly can. Meaning that the locals are probably not very open to outsiders.
I guess my idea is to probably walk around the perimeter of this place, see if we can find any red cap tracks to see where they're coming in from.
Okay.
I'm guessing since we know where we are and where that other camp is, we can probably find the north, south, east, west connection there and go there.
For sure, we could totally fly low on the flying carpet here as well, so we can take non-path paths.
You can. As you do so, the people lock themselves inside their houses.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm scared.
Well, looking at you, I would be too.
I know, right? I'm very intimidating.
Maybe it's her. Just points back at Elle now.
Is Elle now in like her full regalia?
No.
She changed into like something a bit more subtle.
Yeah.
And her civvies.
Yeah, she's in her civvies. She's just wearing basic traveler's clothes, but she still has Ioth staff, and that thing is not subtle.
And wings. She does look like a bit like Jesus coming.
Hit him with the be not afraid. All right. Roll perception checks for me, please.
Let's perceive some tracks. Oh
Bruh.
my goodness.
Oh my god. We are not perceiving.
Athol's too busy wondering about village life.
All right. Can Elle now perceive?
She
before
can.
I reroll?
One of the problems is you're looking for tracks, but you have this carpet in your way. So like even if you're flying lower along the ground, if there's rocky terrain or stuff, it's like you have to sort of, it's not the same as having your nose down on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Should we land slightly up mountain? Oh.
21.
Go on now.
Okay. It seems like mostly their tracks are not hard to see. They wear iron boots. One of the only Fae that can tolerate iron. It looks like they've been traipsing in and out of town from this direction. And it does not, their tracks are pretty brazenly open as well, too. Like they haven't been sneaking into town. They've been strutting into town.
As we are kind of circling the village, can I look at the doors of the buildings to see if they've taken like significant like bashing damage?
A few of them have. A few of the doors are broken off on their hinges, and there doesn't seem to be anyone inside those houses. The rest of them have horseshoes nailed up over the door, or little sprigs of herbs and stuff hanging from above. Give me Arcana, please.
I point them out to Garnet and Elle now. Are these a Fae thing? Because my rolls are terrible.
Actually, that faith thing is
thank God.
Yapathon.
Garnet, what is this? Tell me about the herbs, Garnet. Well, garlic is very good if you're cooking chicken.
They're there to ward off Fae. They're folk magic to try to protect a threshold from the Fae. There, outside of some other doors, there are bowls that appear to be filled with dried blood. It is traditional in some places, especially where the border between the other world and the mortal world is thin, to put out bowls of cream or honey for the Fae as offerings so that they'll like smile on your house or at least not fuck with you. And these are bowls of blood. They seem to mostly be near the houses that have like chickens and cattle and stuff like that.
Offerings for the red caps.
Oh, let's go find us a red cap.
Do a survival check, please, each of you.
All right.
Do I survive?
Do I survive?
You do survive.
I continue to draw breath.
The survival is to follow tracks. Leading up into the mountains, you are tracking a set of boot prints that get more and more distant, but you are gaining ground on them. Elle now stops and says, "We're pretty close at this point. Let's make a call on our approach. I can go invisible. I can't hide the carpets. What are your thoughts, children? Students." She doesn't call you children. She calls you students. Children!
You can fly independently of us, right?
Correct.
I have a bargain to propose with the red cap.
A bargain?
Yeah. they're only working with this hag because she's giving them humans and stuff like that. But I have something much better to give them: unlimited demons whose blood are much more powerful and yummy than some stinky, starving humans that are here.
Roll an
maybe
Arcana
bait.
check with advantage, please.
Oh, maybe I'm misspeaking.
Oh.
A red cap that dips its hat into demon ichor becomes a madcap.
Like, are they? Oh,
They are
for the more power.
They
That's
are
just-
one, insane, and two, they are also stronger, and they tend to mutate. So that's just information. That's not a don't do that. That's just a piece of information.
You can certainly tempt
so
them with
even
more
better.
power.
Yeah, they're gonna definitely want that. So
Okay. So you want to negotiate with Athalor? Yes, go ahead.
They did seem to be at least somewhat miffed with the hag for having protected some of the humans after they would have made offerings to her. Perhaps that could be leveraged in your bargain.
So how do you want to do this?
the specific demon I was gonna give him is, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm gonna write it, and you can tell me how to pronounce this.
Oh, a pau parape.
Pau
Parappa the Rappa?
It's
A
an
poo from the
Italian demon.
Simpsons?
It's an Italian demon after all. But most importantly, this trait, I think if they were to consume this demon, they would be poisoned. If I don't know if that's rules as written, but if you'll maybe allow it, their blood is poisonous.
She's cooking.
I'm cooking.
Oh my god.
And we would only, and if they were to work with us and lead us to the hag or give us anything we want, we would offer it its cure. The cure to the disease that would eventually kill it.
Handshake icon. El now liked that.
That's no notes.
I was specifically referring to how do we want to go about setting up this negotiation, and where should we be positioned, either invisibly or visibly, to either do a show of force so they don't try to stomp on you, or invisibly so if they try to stomp on you, we can kill them. Positioning, tactics. I like the
We could
strategy.
fly. They can't fly. We could just hover a little bit so we can get a chance to talk before
Fair deal.
they throw stuff.
I don't know why I was somehow imagining you standing in their way and surprising them, but I guess that makes way more sense.
If you would like me to go
no,
down
I would
there,
not
and
like you to be down there
Okay.
and do something right. Your idea is better.
I mean, if you want to go down there, I could stay on the carpet and teleport you up here if things do get stompy, as you called it.
if we should all be on the carpet, we should all be on the carpet. And if they're willing to negotiate, once I feed it, I should probably descend. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is nutty.
What do we do if they don't take the bargain? Knock them unconscious, I suppose.
I could dominate them and force them to tell me everything I want. But I'm trying to do this the fun way.
I like the fun way. This outside the box thinking is probably going to get you an A on something.
Yay!
I don't know if there's a mystical bullshit class, but you'd be top of it.
The A
Hell
stands
yeah.
for atrocities.
Alright, lead us where these tracks are going, and then we'll figure it out.
Higher up in the mountains, you come across a troop of 5 redcaps, smashing their way through the undergrowth, clutching their scythes, gritting their teeth, their bristly mustaches and beards caked with blood and mud and probably snot, let's be honest. If you're not making any attempt to hide, they are going to spot you almost immediately.
If they're in the undergrowth and we're flying, is there noise to a flying carpet?
I mean, there's some. Basically, it's if you want to stealth, you may stealth. If you don't want to stealth, they just spot you. How do you want to go about that?
I like to think that I'm flying the carpet as Garnet's making a deal and Elnau is ready to rescue her student. So I am going to try and fly it slightly stealthily to allow Garnet to get the drop on them potentially with a bargain. Me being proficient in stealth? No, but 18.
Oh, not bad.
Okay, yeah. It's a stealth insertion. They're too busy growling at each other and talking about how nicely things crunch under their feet to actually hear or see you. So you can choose the details of your approach.
Hear ye, hear ye. It is I, Garnet, Demon Merchant. Who wants to be a madcap? Raise your hand if you would like to be a madcap.
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Can I aid her here by like lowering the carpet slightly as she like stands on the side of it like Loki and Thor Ragnarok?
Oh.
What the fuck is a madcap? I'm mad. I'm really mad. I'm not really wearing a cap. Am I a madcap? No, you're a fucking moron.
Minor illusions behind her and like little sparkles. More powerful.
Oh, better at stomping. Yeah, I want that. Give me that.
Oh, I have something much tastier than stinky, starving mortal meat. I have a special demon flesh. And for those of you that do not know, if redcaps consume demon blood, you become an evolved, higher form of yourself.
I know some of those words.
Yes, and I am willing to offer you a trade, a very simple one that will not cost you anything.
Roll a deception check, please.
It's not going to cost them money.
You know, when you go into like the needful things shop that's run by the devil, it's like, oh, it doesn't cost money.
Yeah, it doesn't cost you money or really much.
Is it gonna fight back?
Nope.
That's my favorite.
I know.
Does
it
it crunch
is.
good?
Yes, it is very, very tasty.
Does it scream good?
It'll do anything you want. But most importantly, you will become so much more powerful than you are right now.
Gimme.
Use like a minor illusion to show what a madcap looks like and how strong and buff it is.
Oh. It's got like chiseled
It's like jacked. Yeah, it's like Mad Chad.
Mad Chad.
Chad Cap.
Chad Cap. Just donk walks in the minor illusion.
Oh, he's shredded.
Oh no, he's hot.
Oh no, he's hot.
And this could be you for a small price. Are you willing to negotiate, little one?
Next to a minor illusion, can I have a before of like a
the Atlas program. There's like a pixie kicking sand on him in the first one.
Gimme. Chad Redcap.
It kind of whispers to the party. All right, what do we want to know? We want to find out everything about the hag, right?
Yeah, what the hag is getting from the villagers who have been spared as well. How many redcaps she has, what they mean to do with school.
Yeah.
All right, we are requesting information, and as I prepare this scrumptious meal, please answer the questions of my assistant, and gestures at Elnau.
The moment the first syllable came out of your mouth, she immediately realized where this is going.
All right, ask your questions. And just kind of starts like looking through the book for the spell.
All right. Who do you work for?
Your mom.
Hey, real answers only, or I start taking off body parts for every line. You're not going to be having a full meal.
Oh, you mean the thing's body parts, not ours. That's usually how that one goes. Yeah, that's actually pretty reasonable, all things considered. It worked for Lola. Lola. Lola.
And what does she want?
Oh, she's gonna take us back to the school.
Back to?
Yeah, we were there, down in all the... Lola was there too, and we were just down there, and there wasn't much to step on. But then these kids came and they said, hey, you should go somewhere else where there's more people to step on. And we were like, you're right. So we all left. And Lola was like, well, shit, now I have to go too. And now we're out here.
Back if there's no one to step on down
Oh,
there.
there's lots of people to step on. They just weren't in the gross place where we all were. They're all up top in the fancy place. But Lola's going to get there. We're going to step on all of them. Their heads are going to go squish. We'll see what good those smart brains do when they're on the underside of my boot.
Do you mean to attack this village now?
Kind of. We're only allowed to attack the ones that are weak.
Weak?
Yeah, it's her rules.
Does Lola not think that your majestic beards are strong enough to take on the larger villagers?
Our beards? What good fight is a beard? You don't have one, so you're not very good in a fight, are you? No, we don't use our beards to fight, you fucking idiot.
Have you never used your beard to strangle somebody? Oh, these might not actually be good enough redcaps to be madcaps.
Two of them immediately jump on a third one and work together to strangle it with their beards.
Those two are ready to be madcaps.
I just realized the map isn't super important here, but I do have a map. Oh, there's that.
Yeah, it's the big tough guy. It's his fault. But he's sick now, and he's gonna be weak soon, and then we're gonna step on his head.
The big tough guy?
Yeah, there's a big guy in the village, a big old Goliath. And it's his fault that we can only stomp on the weak ones.
Does he have a deal with Lola?
I guess.
Well, as you can tell, we go around upgrading some red caps, turning them into mad caps, like you see up in the image here. They all thought that Lola's arrangement with you guys was a bit exploitative, only giving you the weak ones.
Roll a deception check for me, please.
16.
Oh.
Hey, you're right. The bourgeoisie is exploiting us. We need to seize the means of production.
Yeah, like, did you know that the other red caps on the other side of a mountain ridge, they have unions? They can stomp whoever they want.
We can too, we just don't.
Why do you have such chains from such a feeble thing as a hag?
Because she's given us so much blood, and she's gonna give us more if we just wait for her to be ready.
Well, if you serve me, I can give you unlimited demon magical blood.
You keep talking about this demon blood. Let's see it. Gimme.
Okay. Well, have you answered all of our questions? And she's like mid-casting. It's almost ready. She just kind of use a minor illusion and make it look like she's like casting something.
I'm trying to remember what the other questions were. This might be a case of Elle now being smarter than me.
The defenses, did we anything special we should know there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, she has a demon and she has some rat guys who turn into not rat guys, and then they go into the village to spy for people, and they're gonna sneak in, and they're gonna be the ones who help them sneak inside the big golden ball so that they can. They're gonna go in from the other side. Yeah, we don't have to go through the ball. We're gonna go in from the other side.
You sound like you know everyone who you're ready to stomp once this arrangement is over. Have you ever seen... I give a description of the Shadow Lady.
Nah. Would have stomped on her.
I'm sure you would have.
Well, since you have a pre-existing arrangement with this hag, I plead that if I give you this appetizer while you mull over who you should really serve, me who isn't going to have any restrictions and gives you anything you want, or her who's old, stinky, and annoying, you while you think about that, I can give you this demon, but you have to keep it a secret from the hag, or she's going to be upset that you're taking bargains from other people.
Can we tell her if we're stomping on her head?
If you stomp on her head, you can tell anyone anything, I suppose. Doesn't matter when their brains are on your iron boots.
I mean, we'd actually like to help you stomp on her head, but that's for another time. We just want to hold up our end of the bargain now. And
Yeah, let's see it. She's come through before. Even if we have all these rules, there's done lots of good stomping.
Well,
She has a track record.
I will drop the demon and command it to kind of fold itself like a base turkey on the ground, just like kind of curl his arms in and just kind of stay there.
Oh, and this is what it looks like, by the way.
Oh.
My goodness.
It's not that big. That's just, what it looks like.
More of a primate than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm. It's an ape demon. It's a demonic ape. What do you have to do to maintain control? Do you take damage over time?
Let me post the spell. Roll initiative for the creature. Takes its own turns. It attacks. Sorry, you can use your reaction to command the creature by speaking in void speech. It obeys your verbal command. You take 2d6 psychic damage at the end of the creature's turn. So I can just roll that then.
Okay.
I also have the ring of. Doesn't that do for anything for psychic damage? Or no, I don't think so. I'll just take the damage. 53.
Okay. So you're commanding it to just sit there and get owned, right? Like a turkey?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do some quick math here to determine how long this would take. It has 95 hit points, and they have advantage to hit it because it's just sitting there. And
there are 4 of them now?
No, they didn't succeed in strangling that guy.
Pathetic.
All right. And the demon, does it have damage resistance to... Yeah, it has damage resistance to non-magical weapons. And red caps don't inflict magical damage, so they're going to do half damage to it. I'm just calculating how many rounds you have to sit there taking damage. 5.5 times 3 plus 4 divided by 2. Using their ironbound pursuit, but just like kicking it to death, they deal an average of 10 points of damage to it. So in 2 rounds, they kick it to death.
So I roll another 2d6?
Correct. Here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
This demon's ability only activates when it takes piercing or slashing damage.
Okay, but would you say that biting down with your teeth is piercing damage?
Yeah.
So they would chomp down and then...
No, they're not biting on it. They're stomping on it with their boots.
They're
They
gonna
have to. Okay.
They're gonna
They
bathe
have
in the
to
blood
get
anyway.
Yeah, they have to. You're right. They have to
Yeah.
bathe in its blood anyway. So like after they jump on it, and then they keep jumping up and down until it turns into like a puddle.
1 drop of blood on the eyeball, baby.
And it patient 0. The hot zone. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't see anything here that says that if you succeed on your save, you become immune for the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
It says it's poisoned
save
until it's
every-
cured, and that every 24 hours it has to repeat the saving throw. I would like help me out. Help me out. We got a silvery barb shit here.
Well, you silvery barbs the first, or silvery barbs the second.
So the first 20, and I got the second 21.
Yeah.
I still failed the first. Still succeeded the first. 1 succeeded. 4 failed.
Is it? What's the spell save? Is it my spell save DC?
It's the monster's ability DC, which in this particular case is 15. Let me drop it in chat.
You got any bane? Oh, maybe I have a curse I can give it.
I don't have Bane. I think Mantra's got the Bane.
Okay. How
Wait,
about
can
this?
Can we enter a soft initiative here as well?
We can do soft initiative. What do you have in mind? Roll for soft initiative.
I want to. I want to just force more saving throws by like using my mage hand and just like throwing up blood into the.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like how many throws. If they don't get poisoned, they don't notice the poison, so they keep eating it, and then maybe they keep rolling.
Remember,
like,
they don't eat it. They dip their hats in it.
Oh yeah, right. Oh fuck. But it sounds like they're willingly taking the poison. I got my 12.
They're vibing with it.
I got some cookery to help
All right,
here.
stand by for cookery. Hang on. In the last round, they all dipped their hats in the demon's blood, and you cast silvery barbs.
Mm-hmm.
It is now the next round. And El now is going to go ahead and lean down and say, make sure you soak that up. That's good blood. Don't you waste any of that blood, young men. Persuasion 27.
They just start rolling in it.
It is enough to get them all to expose themselves one more time. Athalor, what do you have in mind?
I'm seeing like, does the last one make a con save now? From rolling in the blood from Elnar's perception?
I'm waiting until their turn.
On its turn, because it starts its turn in the thing. Okay. I am going to. I guess I'm just gonna hold an action to cast Mage Hand and just have the Mage Hand just like flap up some bloods.
Okay.
If it doesn't go great.
Garnet, what about you?
How many are poisoned? How many are not?
Only one of them is not poisoned.
I would like to use Bestow Curse. At the end, it says, at the DM's option, you may choose an alternative curse effect.
Mm-hmm.
Could I impose disadvantage on Constitution checks?
That's actually just one of the legal
It is.
uses.
Oh,
You
choose
don't-
one
yeah.
of the ability scores. Okay, that one.
Yeah,
Whew, don't
So
have to allow.
Nothing has to be allowed. Here's the other thing. That's a touch spell.
Una. Go, Una, go.
Oh yeah. I ask Una to go and like, oh, my assistant will help, and kind of just spoon.
Can't Una turn invisible? Una will just do it invisibly.
That too? Yeah, just give him a pat
right.
on the back.
I have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
I believe your DC 16. Yeah.
Yep. For me, yeah.
I failed.
Oh, okay, good.
Which means that now, as I cavort in the demon's blood, a 21!
That's actually so
Wait,
ass.
if it isn't another silvery barbs, because I've got spell slots for days.
Oh, hell yeah.
How does silver barbs interact with advantage?
I believe it triggers from you succeeding on a saving throw and forces a new instance of that saving throw.
Correct. Must re-roll the d20. Okay, yeah. All right. I rolled wisdom.
Oh my goodness, that's still a crazy roll.
I should have rolled. I was rolling. We'll just say I was rolling Constitution, which would be +4 instead of +1.
This is the most constituted redcap of all time.
What
He
the
already
hell?
lo-
That's such a juiced up dude.
He
I
al-
think,
yeah.
I don't know, we could re-roll because you picked the wrong ability. I don't know. We would have to I don't know. Fuck!
Oh no. He's succeeded on it 4 times in a row.
Your last resort here. Oh, you
I
chose
have
to use
something
Silvery
else.
Barbs instead of using your reaction to Mage Hand.
I have some cookery. One last cookery.
All right, hit me with the both of you. Hit me with the cookery. Athlord, do you want to just splash him, or do you have something else in mind with your action?
Yeah, I'm gonna just splash some in his fucking eyes.
All right, roll an
That's
Arcana
it.
check.
It's got to get into the bloodstream.
It must pierce the mucous membranes. Roll an Arcana check. Yeah,
21. Can't guidance myself because I'm using
Okay,
my...
finally.
Finally got it, guys. Let's go.
Dude, the final boss red cap. Don Con. Also, that should be with disadvantage, but I don't think it matters.
That's fine.
How long does a curse last for?
10 minutes.
Up to 10 minutes.
Or until you stop concentrating on it.
Okay.
All right. They are infected, and I don't think they know it yet.
Are they going to turn into madcaps now?
Oh, they're poisoned until the disease is cured. So they have the poisoned condition now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel so good. That's just for demon blood working.
Roll a deception
Yeah.
check, please.
You're
both of you.
evolving. You're evolving. I'm gonna help him.
reborn.
It's like the scene in Spider-Man where he gets bit and then he has fever sweats and then he doesn't need glasses and he has a 6-pack. Trust me, bro.
Exactly. That nerd redcap knows exactly what they're talking about.
Oh, that checks out. That all checks out.
Yes.
Behold my glory.
Puke. The evolution into madcaps will take some time. It's not instantaneous. Now, do you want them to just go back? Your nasty little carriers, or what's the end of this phase of the plan?
You should take that corpse back to your friends. Allow them to unionize, become stronger. And then you can throw off the shackles of Lola once you're back into the school.
That's true. That's a lot of blood.
Roll persuasion checks.
I'm gonna use inspiration on this one for advantage.
Okay.
I'm helping.
I rolled a 2.
21, and I don't need to cast another, so I can do guidance here. It's gonna be a 25.
Sheesh.
Oh, yo. Yo. Oh, yo. Yo.
And they bring the now flattened and splattered and ickering corpse back to the camp. Congratulations, you have waged biological demon warfare on a bunch of evil fairies.
The Geneva Conventions have entered the chat.
It really is War Crime Wednesday. Cool. I think we can call it here.
This might work out quite well.
And they're all poisoned.
A bunch of poisoned combatants would certainly make that much easier.
Usually redcaps have pretty high constitution, so they might be able to kick that poison. So hopefully we can go and attack them very, very soon. Because they will be poisoned for the next 24 hours. Hopefully we can get going soon.
I mean, they're just going to be poisoned for a while, right? They just get to redo a save every...
Yeah, I was just like, because it's a constitution
Yeah.
saving throw, so they may ditch it after 24 hours. So
They're tough little bastards.
the idea would be to go soon, TM next episode, but
yeah,
or we can, because the poison just means they would have disadvantage on everything, which is helpful for us in combat. But we might not even need to combat. Maybe we can just cause a coup. It's coup Wednesday.
We're going to get them to unionize.
Yeah, we did kind of convince them to go stomp on the hag. So
Red caps rise up.
yeah,
They gotta seize the means of candle production. For too long, they've been supplying candle victims, but not getting enough of the soul candles. The boss makes $1.
I like chat. This is a test coup. This is a test run on coup number 1 before coups 2 and 3.
Trial period. You know when you get a free trial?
Coup.gg, coup.io.
A premium subscription to coup.io.
We now use generative intelligence to create your political uprisings. All right, gang. You want to call it for the night?
Hell yeah. See you guys next week, I think.
We should be on for next week. Yeah. We'll save detention for when Crowan comes back, unless the two of you had any closing comments you wanted to drop.
Good war crimes, everyone. Good war crimes.
Woo! Red Queen.
Red Queen. I like it. Bye, everyone.